fuck that. If you don't like this video, don't subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, hit this subscribe. You know what I'm trying to say, nigga. And the notification bell, that thing too. Shit. But I don't want no courtesy likes. I don't like this video. I'm gonna give them a like anyway. I don't like this video. I'm subscribing anyway. No, this video is weak. Don't fuck with me. I can't please everybody and shit. You probably just wasn't the one. But this that live PD right here.
Drug activity. We're gonna roll in there and just show our presence and make sure there's no illicit activity going on.
Let me take this back. What did this fool just say?
So this gas station has become well known for drug activity. We're gonna roll in there and just show our presence and make sure there's no illicit activity going on.
So they finna sit up at the gas station,
Why you want to leave?
hoping they can catch somebody. Why you wanna leave when I? Uh-oh. Y'all can replay, like, look, replay this video back real quick and look at the lower right-hand corner. As soon as I press play, my nigga in the red car was about to get on. I was just finna say, though, he gonna say, why you wanna leave as soon as I'm coming in, my man? Like, bro, I was probably ready to leave when you was coming in. That's not suspicious. But like I said, rewind the video a little bit. Look at the bottom red corner. My guy finna get in the wind on this. Look at this shit.
There's no illicit activity going on.
Why you want to leave when I'm coming in, my man?
He's out of there.
Hey, get back here.
He's out of there. Black car, you should have been gone. The dude in the black car, if you're still right there, you're stupid.
875, search will tend your own foot. Hard scribble on Clemson.
Out of there.
Get on the ground. You gonna get
To the cameraman. I think they be having to do like a some kind of academy training or something, because I be seeing the police running with all their equipment. Okay, they train for this. But the cameraman, bro, I know that's not on the gimbal, so we can't get the steadiest shot. God damn, y'all be keeping up. I never hear y'all in the mic on the camera like, it's always the police and the suspect. It's never y'all, bro. Like, and then they never show the pictures. I think these niggas got robots filming. They got to. We don't never see the cameraman. We just always see the camera going, it's floating. And I be blowing kush, so that just be looking like it just floating by itself with nobody. Like, he be, I promise you, they be in shape.
I'm gonna kill you and running by the Goodwill. Goodyear.
Correct yourself. Look, you hear him breathing on the camera all the way from up there, but you don't hear the cameraman.
875. Yeah, 875.
Oh, okay, I'm tripping. The camera, the police got the mic on.
Excellent, thank you.
Lost him? Got wiggly on his ass.
621, head to Heavy smell of 600. You can smell the weed when we got out. Plus, this is the car he jumped out of. It's strong coming out of this car.
Oh, boy in the black car got on, right?
It's him. His ID's right there. He's gonna get here and end up arrested.
Nigga, how? You mean it's no reason. That's a Visa card. It look like an American Express card. Your South Carolina ID with all. Why is all that sitting on a? I know you didn't have to, when you was making a sale, you didn't have to show it to the, I don't know if you was the nigga that was buying it or you was the one that was selling it, but I know you had to, here go my ID, bro, it's really me, look. All right, now I'll give you the word. All right, here go my ID, look. And then give him the money. I know you didn't have to do nothing like that, so why is your ID on the seat? Who needs to know who you are in a situation? You're doing illegal activity. Your ID shouldn't even be with you. And your phone should be off.
Yep.
Bro. And then you got called on the other side.
Step out, man.
And then they called him anyway.
Santiago was popping, gang.
You're under arrest, man.
How you feeling?
Let me rewind that a little bit.
Up arresting him.
I've got him in the back.
Yep, there he is.
555, where you at?
Step out, man.
AM, PM.
Okay. I know I wasn't tripping. If you have to put the handcuffs on him now, then how the hell the other officer get him in the car without the handcuffs? Some shit is not adding up, because did they forget? Did they? What the hell just? It's not the trees, bro. I know I just saw what I just saw. This nigga didn't have no cuffs on when he
Said
got
it
out
was
that
poppin'.
car. So I know the
That was
officer
kinda
didn't
funny.
see him, flag him down from the car like, all right, bro, go ahead and get it in here. Yeah. I don't get this one, and I'm not even finna try to decipher this right now. We just finna press play and keep it going.
You're
to
under
the,
arrest,
you know what I'm
man.
saying?
All right. We'll find out what all for in a minute. This your car? Why are you running? Because why? I can smell green in there. We're getting ready to search it, all right? You understand? Behind the seat? How much you got?
Yeah, I know you can smell it. It's right there,
Did you
bro.
just buy it from that other guy?
That's somebody else.
All right. It's not yours, though? Okay.
No, I ain't no
Your car ain't
snitching.
your ID on the seat, man. Did you know that? All right. Be cool. Keep being cool. I'll be cool with you, all right? You all right? You're not hurt or anything? Did you cut through them woods, man? All right, I got your shoes for you, okay? We'll get them back to you in a second, okay, man? All right, keep being cool, okay? All right? We're going to search your car real quick.
Why don't you be cool how you know how to be cool?
That's it? That's all he's running over? Stick
Bro,
around, get
out
your
here,
run and go to jail.
they would have smelt it and told us if it was some
Hey, look,
fire or
I'm
not and
charging
gave
you
it
with
back.
this
And I'm not
or
even lying to
this
you.
Or nothing like that, all right? All I'm charging you with is that weed that's in your car. Just kidding.
I'm not never moving to South Carolina in my life. He said, I'm not going to charge you with running, disorderly, or none of that. He threw all them charges out the window. That looked like probably like 7 to 8 grams of weed, bro. I'm never moving in that. I ain't never moving to that state. I'm cool. You going to jail for that? That mean I'm going to jail for 2 blunts because I rolled 3 blunts. I pre-rolled mine and put them on. Oh, no. South Carolina, no. They need some.
You're going to go down to the jail day. You're going to hit bond court this evening and you'll be home. Okay.
They're going to take him to jail
Never know
so
what's
he
going to
can
happen,
bail
man.
out over a
Someone
weed
jumps out
charge.
of the car, takes off running. For no reason. I'd probably...
It ain't for no reason. He lives out there. He knew he was going to go to jail for that little bit of weed. And it's so Squidward looking up. For no reason. It's for a reason, bro. That's why he ran, the weed. Didn't y'all just arrest him for that? How's that no reason? I'm not.
I never paid attention to him. And then he's just like, hey, I got weed. Let's run.
Squidward! Hey, I got weed. Let's...
He's going to get booked and he should have ran. That's what
Shut
happens
up.
when you run. You're going to go to jail.
Actually, that's what happens when you run. You gotta go to jail. Oops, he didn't get booked for running. The officer just said we're not gonna book it for running. We're gonna book it for the weed. You're bad.
Black and color Ford Explorer. Reason for stops, careless operation, speeding.
Here we go.
Hello. Hey, how are you? I'm Deputy Slip with the Ranch County Sheriff's Department. The reason I stopped you is you're going a little quick back there through the 35.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Are you putting on your makeup while you're driving?
I was wiping my face.
Okay.
Some lotion.
Okay. Why are you sweating so bad?
Wet your face with lotion.
Huh?
This stuff right here.
Okay. Well, you look like you're sweating. You ain't nervous or nothing, are you?
Bro, everybody nervous when they get pulled over by the police. Even if she got something, I hate when they say, why you sweating? You look nervous. Bro, you the police. I'm supposed to have a smile on my face like, I know y'all didn't pull me over to say, hey, I really like the work you've been doing. Where you working at again? They don't even know. They pulling you over for a reason that's not in your favor. 99.99.9999.9999% of the time. They doing it for a reason that's not in your favor, bro. Why are you sweating?
It's my daughter's car.
It is? You don't have it in the glove box or anything?
No.
Get out.
Okay. Do me a favor real quick. Step out of the car.
Real quick.
Come back here. I don't want you to get hit. You have your weapons or nothing on you, do you?
No.
The only reason I'm asking you seem a little nervous and you're sweating. It's like it's like degrees out here, okay? Okay.
I sweat a lot.
There's nothing in the vehicle that's illegal?
No.
Okay. You have a problem if I check?
I'd really rather you not take my car. Because I
Right.
do have something, the alcohol I'm taking to work.
You have the alcohol you're taking to work?
Yeah.
What is it? Beer?
I really don't want you to check my car because I have alcohol I was taking to work. You just told them what was in there and you don't want them to check that. Now they're going to know something in there because you just told them what was in there. So why we can't check it if you just told them what was... God damn, she's high on something more than this. You know what I'm saying? I really rather not you check because my alcohol is in there. I really rather not you check because my gun in there. I really rather not you check because my coke in there. That's just, she is so, what's her name? I need to find out
Is it
Instagram.
open?
Yeah.
And she
Okay,
gonna
that's
just be like,
fine.
why
Don't have a
this,
problem other than
why
that.
he
I'm
just
not too
called me
worried about that.
stupid
We're
out the
taking it
blue?
forward. All right, hang tight right here with Deputy Perez, okay? Come on back here.
It's fine. Is there anything in the vehicle you told about?
My alcohol, yeah.
Oh, that's fine. We already said.
I think there's a little bit of marijuana in there.
Is it a little bit? Okay, that's fine. Where is it at? Stay right here.
Okay, it's in the glove compartment.
Glove compartment for 600.
For 600, they got calls for everything.
Found a little bit of marijuana. Just trying to throw it.
Oh, she only got some tree in there. That's why you nervous.
Some illegal substance.
I don't even belong.
Hey, on the West Coast, we ain't get nervous for no weed when the police pull us over. I'm not lying to you. She cannot be that nervous just for no tree, bro. Well, yes, she can, because like I said, in other states, they be tripping. You would do life for an ounce of weed in South Carolina. Not even lying to you. They be treating that like coke. I see it now.
That's fine. Who's it belong to? Friend of yours?
Car's got quite a lot of stuff in it.
Uh-oh.
Put your hands behind your back for me. Until I get done searching, you're placed under detention, okay? What's all that white powder in the cup holder? Is that cold Mel Yellow from Taco Bell?
Oh, yeah, that's Mountain Dew.
Okay, Mountain Dew, Mel Yellow. What's the white powder that's under it?
I don't know.
Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this as a.
He called Mountain Dew mellow yellow.
If it turns blue, it'll show a base.
Out of all my years
We'll
in
test it
living,
and see if it is what it is.
never
It's
have I
touched
heard
it
that
in powder.
square.
It's turning bright blue. It shows positive for a cocaine base. So, you see that? That's a positive test for cocaine.
I don't do cocaine. I'm going to
Okay.
take that.
Well, right now you're under arrest for the possession of cocaine. and
Don't matter, you driving the car. That little.
You don't have anything on you, do you? If you do, then you need to let Deputy Perez know. And the only reason I'm saying that is was
If
go
you
to
take it
the
to jail,
you've got something on you,
another
we'll search you
charge.
there, and then it's a whole different level of introducing contraband to a prison.
So, do
Exactly.
you have anything I need to worry about?
And she ain't going straight to the prison, she going to jail.
Huh?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so tell me.
I promise. I don't even do coke. Do you have any more you need to tell me about? Yes, it's in this pocket over here. She done lied so many. She has worked
No, sir.
the whole night.
What is in here? What's in here?
That's why when you drive, you gotta stay in your rear view. If the police get behind, yeah, I'm throwing. Oh, she's selling. Let me tell y'all what's finna happen right now. If she would have had it all up in one baggie, they would have been like, oh, she using it. She would have went to jail, got her a little use in whatever case, bailed out. But now she got it in baggies. This is possession of sales. Now you a drug dealer. You're trying to distribute drug. Get what the fuck I'm saying. Yeah, you trying to be all that, bro? Who you? Griselda Blanco? Pablo daughter? El Chapo niece? Yeah, we finna get you with this possession of sales and take your ass right up the river. Put her ass right up in the blender. Dubs.
So, will you want me to believe that what was in the cup holder is not yours?
Yeah.
I don't do it. No, I don't do it.
You don't do it? Well, by the looks, it looks like you're.
You're a drug dealer. Rule number 1 is if you get caught with it, say that you use it, you fathead bitch. What the hell? You supposed to say that you use it. You don't say, oh, well, I don't use it. Okay, then where you sell it then? I mean, I use it. Using it 2 days. Selling it 2 years. You didn't know this before you start. Your head that damn big, and you didn't use none of your brain in that bit. Like that bothers me right there, bro. You don't even know what to take. Take her to jail. She don't even know what she's doing.
You know that's gonna be a distribution charge, correct? Okay.
Take her to
Have you been
jail.
locked up for distribution before? You've been locked up for any kind of possession before?
Possession a long time ago.
Marijuana? Okay.
Oh yeah, she a seller.
She's placed under arrest for field 6 1-gram bags of cocaine in her pocket. So she's under arrest for some possession of marijuana and possession with intent to distribute cocaine.
Yeah. Up the river. I'm telling you. Ski ball. That nigga head look like a dumpling. Swear to God. That nigga know he should have a hat on or something.
Might have one hit, stand by.
And it's flat in the back. So what? Oh, bro got popped.
Hey, boss, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. All right, let me see your hands. Okay, so.
Oh.
1052, my location, please. We got 1 Bravo Mike, 1075. I don't know how
This
many
shit
times.
finna get good, nigga. Come on.
How many times you been shot, boss?
Weed in my mouth.
All right, hold on, boss. Hold on for me.
I don't know what just happened right there, but yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get at y'all on the next video. I got some more. We quarantining, chilling. Y'all stay, even though I'll be outside, I'm telling y'all to stay inside, because I don't know how, if you in New York, stay in the closet, nigga, because they out there, look, that corona is for real, for real. Everybody else, y'all stay out the way. I ain't finna smoke this. I'm gonna catch y'all next time, man. DJ Ghost 100. So look, bro, this video right here, this is my first time doing this video, all right? And I told y'all before, like, look, I don't want my other page, the reaction. And I be seeing some of y'all in the comments like, bro, why you talking about 1 million subscribers? You only got 100 something over here. You tripping. You blow. Like, no, I got a main channel and it got like 1.3 million over here. But on that channel, I do like hip hop reactions, the news or whatever the case. And I take recommendations over there. Like, whichever one y'all want me to do, and I think it's popping. If I get like 1,000 requests in a day, I'm gonna go ahead and do it, all right? So when I made this channel, I'm like, I ain't taking no reactions. I'm gonna do whatever I want. Whatever I want to watch, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I don't care about the reactions, right? I mean, the requests right now. And then, I thought about it the other night, like, bro, you be putting it, y'all be like, man, you put me on that Forensic Files. That's a dope TV show to me, but then you put me on and yada, 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 you like, good looking up. So I'm thinking like, bro, I love my squad, like, I be putting them on, they probably got some shit they can put me on too. So when I was looking at the comments, they like, bro, I know you don't take requests, but you gotta watch this, you gotta. And I'm taking them, take the videos, and I'm like, I'm hoping it's dope because I don't watch reaction videos. And then, okay, this was funny, let me go ahead and react to it, because when you do it like that, you already watched it twice, it's not organic, you know what I'm saying? But, this video right here, Dumbest Criminals, I took the recommendations. I hope this is dope. I hope y'all was right. And I hope we got the same kind of humor. Same kind of humor. Damn. But hopefully we got the same kind of humor. Because I feel like laughing my ass off right now. I'm being with y'all. This is the Dumbest Criminals.
We just got a call of some lewd conduct up in north central Spokane. We're going to head there now. Apparently there's a male and a female outside on a lawn, and they are having sex.
Uh-oh.
Are we getting, is that the cops?
It might be the cops. Why don't you...
Is that the cops? Nah, this camera just standing right here on you. Wanna? Bitch, we not shooting no porno. That's the Johnnies. That was the
All right,
dumbest.
go ahead and pull your pants up. Where are your pants?
Oh, really?
What's wrong?
I'll be right here.
Yeah, why don't you put your pants on there, partner?
What? Damn it, I'm a little bit
What the?
confused.
You and me both. Put that shirt on.
I'm a little bit confused. You was better off just saying, "I'm sorry, officer. I just fell on the dick. Like I slipped and just fell on the dick." You know what I'm saying? You not confused. You was fucking on the front lawn. And now you gonna get a little citation. If they go to jail for this, the Johnny just start.
On. Okay, so you guys are outside, and you're having sex, obviously.
No, we weren't having sex. We thought this was...
Really?
What was y'all doing?
No.
Okay, so you tell me what you were doing then.
Well, we were, cuddling.
Making out a little bit.
Yeah, and making out.
Without clothes on.
Well, no, I had...
Yeah, you didn't have clothes on.
965, check a plate. Possibly
Wow.
rolling. It's a stolen.
What the hell?
Exit
is
the
that?
vehicle, keep your hands up. Put your hands as high as you can. Sidestep to your left very slowly.
Spoke.
So, whose car is that?
I don't know. Actually, just I bought it from 3 days ago.
3 days ago?
Yeah.
The owner.
I don't know who car this is, but I bought it 3 days ago. So is it yours or is it, oh boy, you bought it from? You're going to jail. Y'all mean, this is the thing about doing crime, all right? Before you do the crime, you got to think about all aspects of this shit. They got jails for a reason. They got people in jail for a reason, prison for a reason. With that being said, if everybody got away with a crime, then why the fuck do they have? Why would we need police or why would we need jails? All this shit should be empty as hell. Think about all the aspects of the crime. If I do this and I get caught, how much time I'm gonna get? Do I really want to do this because my life going good right now? And the first one you think of all. If I get caught, what am I gonna say? Because I don't think these niggas be thinking about that. I bought the car 2 or 3 days ago. Well, whose is it then, nigga? Because we want to know. 'Cause I ain't even
He said it was stolen within the hour. And you're telling me that you bought this car 3 days ago. The car was stolen an hour ago, buddy. And you're in it, and I found you in it.
Once you lie, you gotta roll with it.
The owner had the car 3 days ago. He had it 2 days ago. He had it 2 hours ago. So I know you didn't have it.
Yeah, and this is the first damn car that I ever took, like that. I didn't know I was.
So this is the first car you stole?
Yeah.
Just turn the corner here.
Lying.
There they go. Get on the ground! Get on the ground, I'm gonna tase you! Get on the ground, I'm gonna tase you!
He out of there.
Get on the ground!
Whoa!
What'd you throw over there? What am I gonna find? It's right here. Should be right in here. What was it? My keys. Looks like a High Point Firearms 45 caliber.
Right there, you going to jail. If he would have shot that gun first, or if the police would have known he had that gun, this is how grimy that he is. I promise you. If they would have known he had it, they seen it in the car, whatever the case, and he start running, that's already a get out of jail free card. He running, let's go ahead and shoot him 10 times in the back and say he was running, he was pointing the gun at us behind his wife. Easy money. Easy certificate. Easy notification. Verification. Bitch, the mayor know who you is. Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
He's got one in the chamber.
That's not mine.
Raphael, I was right behind you and watched you toss it. I went right over and picked it up.
That's not mine, sir.
Okay, you're caught. You know it and I know it.
You caught.
The difference here is whether or not you're gonna man up.
Look, another thing, when the police do that, bro, just tell the truth right here. Just tell us it's yours. Just tell us, just go ahead and man up to it. If they questioning you out there on the field, they just want to put it in their reports so you can go to court. Let me tell y'all this to y'all out there doing crime, y'all little new booties, y'all get caught up and y'all scared or whatever the case. If you get caught up doing a crime and the police catch you out there, please use your I'm not gonna say shit amendments. You have the right to remain silent. Don't say nothing, bro. The police can't do nothing. Whatever you tell them, and this with y'all be trying to be nice with the cops after y'all get caught. Maybe I should tell them this and everything could be cool. Or he'll put in a good report. They can't do nothing, bro. They taking you to jail so the DA, the district attorney, can go ahead and give you the time. They can't give you no time. They can't give you no donut. They can't give you a minute off your time. They out there just in the field, just to be they sheep catchers. That's all they is. They just looking for you to catch you so they can catch their little quote, their little bonus at the end of the month. That's it, bro. Don't say nothing to the police when you get caught up, because they will vividly tell you anything you say can or will be held against you in the court of law. So tell me what happened, buddy. Real quick. Just tell me what happened in a nice way. Just so he can get up out you, make you feel all good and shit. You rookie. You gotta get that shit right.
We was over by Northside by KFC. I was talking to my dude. Dude was walking down the street. He asked that I need a gun. Do I know anybody want to buy a gun?
Wow.
So you weren't particularly in the market for a gun. You just happened to run into him.
Right.
It don't matter. You going to jail.
Made more money off of it.
Is that what you were going to do? Try to sell it and turn it for a profit?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, man.
You still going to jail.
Got an armed suspicious vehicle. Unknown circumstances are what's happening right now. We got one shotgun up against the tree here. Listen up. Why were you out here with a shotgun?
Self-defense.
Self-defense of what?
I saw a colored fella.
Okay.
And he was digging in the back of the truck. And I said, hey, what's going on? I don't know you.
In a nutshell, you saw someone up there working on a truck. You thought it might have been your neighbors, and you decided to come up and confront him with a loaded shotgun?
He wasn't working on the truck.
Okay.
He was going through a toolbox in the back of the truck.
That was actually his truck that he was working on.
Wow. Want to be trigger happy? Wow. You can pull the burner off somebody else working on. What's this dude doing?
Okay.
There's a minivan up here. It's
Vegas.
driving through the parking lot with its lights off. Why are you sweating so bad? Get out of the car.
What happened?
Hold on.
How they arrest him in a car like that, though?
All right, but I ain't do nothing.
Oh, you did something. You don't have a driver's...
Bro, they said why you sweating so bad and just arrested him. Is that the law? When the police pull you over, you could be sweating because you nervous and you really scared of the police, bro. You ain't got to do nothing. The police pull me over, I'm nervous. Nigga, I'm with the 210 like this. I take my hat off, I put my seatbelt up. Just don't smoke me. What you need? My license, my registration, insurance, is all in this folder. Where are you going? I ain't gotta tell you that. Just please, just take my license. And when you sweating, another reason can be because you done did some shit. Now you got caught. You see the lights behind you. Just like, I'm going to jail. Like off top. You just
His license, he's cruising the parking lot's blacked out. He can't tell me where he lives. Some guy named Juan gave him this vehicle, but that's all he knows. He was probably going to do a robbery. He's got priors for robbery.
I dance. I'm a stripper.
Oh, you're a stripper. Is that what your main occupation?
This is why he's trying to jump out of the vehicle on me.
Yeah.
You know what? He might have actually done a robbery already.
The victim was in a wheelchair. They picked him up in the vehicle, told him to drive to an ATM. He gave him the pin. They kicked him out of the car with his wheelchair on the side of the street.
Oh, he grimy.
Protection. Whose is it? It ain't mine. Guns don't have feet. Not yet. They can't just crawl in your glove box, right?
Yeah. That's real. That's real.
You convicted felon?
Who does not have a convict? Who is not a convicted felon?
Most people.
2014, man.
Most people. Most people are not convicted felons.
But that ain't mine, like I said.
Wow. So hold on. That gun ain't mine, bro. I don't know how I got in the glove department. You sure this ain't yours, sir? Man, who you know that's most people ain't found in 2014. Boy, you go to jail. That just admits some shit without even directly telling on yourself. You just subbed yourself. You snitched on yourself. That was the stupidest shit in the world. How you gonna say?
Trying to walk away.
But it ain't mine. But most people ain't felons though.
Oh, snap, son. You have the right to remain silent.
Okay.
Is this yours?
That's not mine. That money is mine.
But this ain't yours.
No, that's not mine.
You have no idea.
You just holding the cup.
You picked up the wrong cup, sir.
That's that real Coca-Cola. How you pick up the wrong cup with the drink? I'm just gonna put my dope in here. That don't happen, bro. You ain't pick up no wrong cup or nothing. And ain't no jewelry in the world. This is what y'all gotta understand, bro. When you go, whatever you saying out there, you gotta understand how dumb you gonna sound once you get to court. Like, where did this cup come from? I picked up the wrong cup. All right. The dope that's in the cup, not mine.
But the money.
But the money that's in that cup is mine. Like, nigga, how you only do half? Like, how this shit
Got a
work?
little bit of weed.
So you all going to jail. But just hang tight. We're going to talk about that in a second, okay? You're getting charged with the possession of marijuana. All right?
Damn.
Do me a favor, step in front of the car real quick while I check your information.
You going to
okay?
jail, bro. Run.
1303.
Get on the ground. What happened? That was about as not smooth as...
Hold on. This nigga, hold on. Y'all didn't even peep that. Y'all didn't even peep that. Watch when he get in front of the car. He gonna bend down and throw something right across the street. I don't know if that's... Look, here you go. Here you go.
1303.
What?
Get on the ground. What happened? That was about as not smooth as it gets.
Right.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your
You
hands
should have threw it
behind
under
your
the
back.
card, bro.
Could you have been more obvious, my man? Come on now. I've been in the game too long.
Right.
I didn't do nothing.
You didn't do nothing?
You ain't been in the game that long.
That
you
was
just
about
seen
as
it.
not smooth
You been in
as
the
it
game
gets.
too long. You just got good eyes, nigga. Shut up. That ain't got nothing to do with skill.
You didn't talk quite far enough,
He up there
boss.
too this.
This
I've
fine
been in the
gentleman
game
here
too
likes
long.
to insult my
Shut your
intelligence.
ass
Oh,
up.
look, it's exactly what I thought it would be.
Hey, man.
You right in front of me, man. You go from the back pocket, you think about it, and then,
I seen you come up by the gas. I should have pulled it, man.
Now we're headed to a SNAP building here adjacent to the church on a possible burglary. There's supposed to be somebody inside.
Hey, you're being pretty stupid. Push the stuff out where we can see you. You got up there so you can get out.
Right. Damn. That was a good hide spot, though.
She's obviously a heroin addict because here's the shreds. And she's already said she did 5 grams. You can see that's loaded.
Did you learn anything from this?
Yes. You guys are, man, you're nosy.
We're nosy? That's what you...
I think that's the police job, to go ahead and be nosy, bro. Again, when you're a criminal, you're not supposed to be out here and not watching your back. You gotta watch out for the jackers. You gotta watch back for the stealers. Go say jackers and stealers is 2 different things, bro. And you gotta watch out for the police. Because no, we not no rats out here, most of us. But it's gonna always be a game of cat and mouse. And they the cats, bro. Remember that. You gotta stay ahead of them. You gotta stay above the ring,
You
bro.
didn't do nothing wrong.
You didn't do anything wrong? Kicking in a window and going in a house isn't doing anything wrong?
That lady told me, she said, if you feel like you need to be here, you come here. If I'm not here, you find a way in.
Lying.
Yes, ma'am.
This one was so dry.
It's dry.
Oh, my God. On the way back, can you stop and get a slushy?
Listen. Listen to me. What? You said you wanted a breath test.
Little John had that.
Okay.
Breast test.
Okay, I'm not gonna give you a breath test. I'm gonna give you a breath test.
I wanna-
Fight me one-on-one. I dare you to. I'm fighting you down. One-on-one right now, bitch. Take a picture.
Hell, he with it.
I hope you guys all die in a car wreck.
Yeah.
Chasing someone, bitches.
Hey, we got an overnighter, dog.
This is one of our problem areas. We're just gonna check him out, see who he is and what he's up to.
Bro.
I'm just driving a drunk man home, sir.
Which one?
That one.
Who's he? Nemo? Nemo? Like the fish? How much you had to drink?
I've been drinking for quite a while, yes, sir.
You've been drinking for quite a while, huh? You're under arrest. And you're going to be going to jail for possession of marijuana. We'll weigh it up. If it's over 20 grams, you're going to be going to jail for felony possession of marijuana.
Damn.
You can argue with me until you're blue in the face and you're not going to change my opinion. Right? But it's not my opinion that matters.
Y'all believe it, man.
Man.
Well, I can't let you sleep here, Nemo.
Okay, you can't let me sleep here.
No, we'll get you taken care of.
Okay, pulled you over for an equipment violation, okay? But I can smell the odor of marijuana coming out of your vehicle, partner.
Oh,
so I'm going to detain you right now, okay? It's fresh, looks like it's just been taken off the plant. There's a name on the top of the...
I'm happy I live on the West Coast because they be acting like tree is just the worst thing in the world, bro. It's just grass. Like I told y'all earlier in this video, they just be needing to meet their little quote. Like, let me get this many citations so I can. Oh, I'm fishing for an employee of the muttonhead ass nigga.
This mason jar says Skywalker, S-K-Y-W-A-L-K-A. Could be this guy's online name or the name for his marijuana that he sells. Really just don't know.
Rookie cop, it's the name of the tree.
Possession of marijuana.
Skywalker.
Enough to put you behind bars for quite a long time. That's a whole lot more than just a usable amount.
No, sir. That is all personal, sir.
He asked me to write him a ticket for it.
Yeah, he asked me the same thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I told him that.
At 27th and Broadway. Just saw this vehicle leaving a problem hotel, and he's failing to maintain single lane position. He swerved about 7 times. I'm gonna go ahead and pull him over. Okay? So I just need to see your license and your insurance. Hey, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Keep your hands where I can see them.
Oh, she was ready to kill. Oh. Oh, okay.
Well, when I pulled him over.
At first I thought she was tripping. She pulled that burn into his head so fast, bro. Damn, just that quick, you wasn't gonna make it home.
Pull him over. Okay? So I just need to see your license and your insurance. Hey, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
Whoa.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
And she was. You barely, rarely, very rarely see female officer involved. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, if that was a guy and he seen a burner in the car with 3 black dudes, oh man, he would have let off right there. He would have let off right.
Smoke that motherfucker.
What's her name?
Get out of here. Go.
Off
the batter's eye.
She did that.
Off the batter's eye. Let's go.
Well, when I pulled him over, the passenger was looking for insurance, and I saw this in the glove box. So who do you think put that in there?
I'm not sure. That's why I'm trying to find out right now.
Who's your friend up in the front seat? Do you know him very well?
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. What is my partner saying?
He's not saying anything.
He ain't saying nothing?
Nope. He's not helping us out.
He ain't saying nothing? That's that disappointment face like, bro, this nigga's smart. He right there keeping it solid, not trying to tell on this boy. He know that's his boy gun. That's why he said what my partner said. She like, he ain't saying nothing. He ain't saying nothing. Like, bro, I'm staying, bro, this yours. Take your case. You don't pin it. If it's yours and you in the car with all your boys, then you take that case. Don't plan on them and you know it's yours. But if you on a regular like public bus or whatever and the Johnny's run on there, you throw it under the seat. They like, who gun is it? You say, it ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't mine. You know, that's how you get down, but not with your boys in the car. The dude that's in the front, he gotta confess to that one.
As best you can.
When you turned on the lights, he just took the gun out of his right pocket and put it in the thing.
The snitch.
The guy that was sitting in the
glove department. Yeah.
The guy that was sitting right beside you on the passenger seat.
Mm-hmm.
The snitch.
Your buddy over there, who you said is a good friend of yours, must not be too good of a friend because it was his.
Yeah.
Okay.
He knew that.
So you're not going for the gun.
This truck's parked in the center of a drug-ridden neighborhood known for...
And it's sad that now old girl gotta be looked at as a snitch because, oh boy, no matter what the situation, this how it works. Goes how she snitching, just no matter what.
2,284 people on YouTube right now.
He
What's
should have
up,
confessed to that's a
everybody?
fade right then and there.
It's 722 of y'all on Twitch right now. What's
Straight
up,
that's a
everybody?
squabble right then and there.
Drugs,
How
prostitution.
y'all doing?
I see a guy inside of it. I'm gonna talk to him and see what he's all
Where y'all
about.
at, man?
Yo, why'd you turn your car on?
Get out of here. I thought you were going to say, get the hell out of here.
No, I want to talk to you. Is there anything illegal in the car you're not supposed to have? No drugs, weapons, hand grenades, rocket launchers, bazookas? Do you have any objection to me checking? Okay, why don't you go and step out for me? What I'm locating is a substance known as methamphetamine. That's a very large quantity.
Man, look, that's the end of that video. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm gonna get at y'all on the next one. Hey, good looking out on recommending this video. And give me some dope ones. Don't just tell me to do no, you know what I'm saying? Storytelling books. I don't like books about none of that. I know the Malcolm X books I got. If Nipsey would have wrote a book, I'd get a documentary book on somebody's life, but I know. I remember I was walking down the street and I was seeing this one guy get hit by a car and all. I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear that. Dragons are real, believe it or not. You going off rumors, bro. You going off rumors, bro. Just how everybody dinosaur this, dinosaur that, right? Go, that's called an autobiography. So, anyway, is dinosaurs real? And if dinosaurs are extinct, how we know what they sound like? They can tell you what they sound like. Dinosaurs are extinct, how we know what they sound like? They can tell you what they sound like. And if dinosaurs was here before humans was here, how do we know what they look like? I don't believe nothing I don't see or hear with my own. Me believing in God, me having a strong belief in God now around here. You got to have a strong belief, bro. A strong belief to go ahead and believe that. You know what I'm saying? And I believe. I do. But everything else in this world, squad. I don't know. You said it's freezing bad? Ghost, why it's freezing? All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. Hold on. Let me put it in the microwave so it can unfreeze real quick. Hold on. I got y'all. Hold on. I'm about to put it in the microwave real quick. too heavy for the freezer, but don't even trip. I hear a Frenchie. I got a blow dryer for you. Motherfucker come in handy. It blowing all the crumbs off my. And it unfroze. And it unfroze. Look at God. Is it freezing again? Is it freezing?
The catcher keep making me throw these bitches inside. Like, why I keep throwing the ball inside?
Football is the ultimate team sport. 11 on 11, it takes an entire team to work together to become victorious on the field. Most of the time. Today, we feature players who did it all by themselves. Whether on offense, defense, or special teams, these men took over and single-handedly did it all. Each at 7-4, the Chargers and Broncos came into Week 13 of the 2002 season needing to stay in the playoff race, so San Diego coach Marty Schottenheimer put the game in the hands of LaDainian Tomlinson.
Here comes LaDainian Tomlinson. Give it to Tomlinson. It's Tomlinson kicking free again.
I think everybody aware of what a strong and powerful hitter he is.
First and goal at the 3, and Tomlinson takes it in for the touchdown.
Tomlinson touched the ball 48 times, tied for the most in a single game in NFL history. No other Charger had more than 4 touches that day. This is the definition of single-handedly taking over.
Tomlinson twisting to the goal line.
How good was that? How good was that?
LT's 271 yards from scrimmage accounted for 62% of the team's offense, and he scored all 3 Charger touchdowns.
So 2 penalties keep the drive alive for San Diego, and Tomlinson drives into the end zone. He has the hat trick.
While the Chargers won the game in overtime, they would lose 4 straight to end the year and missed out on a wild card spot.
Stafford with time. One-on-one for Calvin Johnson. Lays up. Pulls it in. Touchdown Lions. Throwing the seam. There's Johnson, and he's got it. Throws. What a catch by Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson made it a habit throughout his career to torture opposing secondaries, earning the nickname Megatron for the sheer dominance he exerted. Johnson saved his best career performance for the Cowboys in 2013.
On the slant, here is Calvin Johnson. He's gone. Calvin Johnson being chased by 4 Cowboys and knocked out of bounds at about the 2 or 3. And here is Stafford's pass to Johnson, touchdown!
Johnson's 329 receiving yards in regulation are the most ever. Don't forget Flipper Anderson needed overtime to reach the all-time record of 336.
Here's Calvin Johnson with a stiff arm. And this time Stafford going up on top to Calvin Johnson, who makes the catch!
Both offenses scored at will during the outing, but the presence of Megatron proved to be the difference in winning and losing this forgotten classic.
And here is Stafford's pass, and Calvin Johnson stopped at the 1-yard line. The Detroit Lions, no timeouts left. Time is running. Reaches over. Touchdown!
Lawrence Taylor is going to be a force in this league.
Yeah, you mine. You mine, baby.
If you're looking for the quintessential LT game, we'd like to point you to Thanksgiving 1982. Never more dominant than on this day, Lawrence Taylor was the difference between a win and a loss that game. And did we mention he missed the entire first half with a knee injury?
I'll tell you who caused that, though, Pat. Lawrence Taylor did.
With New York trailing Detroit 6-0 entering the second half, Taylor would turn into Superman.
First down, Lions. Here comes the rush by Taylor. And you talk about strong. You talk about athletic ability. Look at that.
LT made the most of his limited action, imposing his will on the Lions. Taylor's 97-yard pick six was the lone touchdown in a 13-6 Giants victory.
Outside he threw, picked off by Lawrence Taylor. 97-yard touchdown interception. I tell you, there are some defensive players that are great players. They play well. There are some that are great enough to dominate a game. And that's the type of defensive player Lawrence Taylor is.
Jump ahead to 2015. When you think of this Panthers-Giants bout, what comes to mind? Sure, the OBJ-Josh Norman matchup went about as wild as one could imagine, but brewing underneath was an all-time Cam Newton game, the 13-0 Panthers at MetLife trying to preserve their undefeated season. Roll the tape.
The rookie Cameron Artis-Payne is going to be faked to as Newton keeps it. Cam Newton in the big body rolls inside the 20 and out of bounds inside the 5, and a flag comes down. Pass is caught back in the end zone again for the touchdown.
Newton was a one-man show on offense, becoming the only player to ever rush for 100 yards and throw for 340 in a game. Newton's 5 touchdown passes went to 4 different receivers, and not a single one amassed over 90 yards. Despite a furious rally by the G-men, Newton kept the unbeaten streak alive. Super Cam's MVP campaign remains one of the most dominant we've ever seen.
5 seconds left. It's up to Gano. The kick is good. The Carolina Panthers win it.
If there was any game to define Walter Payton's time in Chicago, this is the one. Before MJ, there was sweetness, and this was the original flu game. Bears quarterback Bob Avellini completed just 4 passes against the Vikings in this 1977 matchup. Playing under the weather, victory was entirely in the hands of number 34.
Following his blockers, trying to turn the corner on the right side, gets into the touchdown! They've been going to Payton all day. Bob Avellini has passed the ball only one time, and that was to Walter Payton on the flat.
Payton carried the ball 40 times for a then NFL record 275 yards against the vaunted Purple People Eaters. He scored the team's lone touchdown in the outing, and it proved to be enough to squeeze out a victory. Payton's heroic effort helped him win league MVP in 1977.
Walter Payton becomes the all-time single-game rushing leader in the NFL.
Going into Week 8 of the 2000 season, the Cincinnati Bengals were a putrid 0-6 and on the fast track to having the worst record in the NFL. But when facing the Broncos, Corey Dillon was a man on a mission, willing his team into the win column.
Best players in the world, and here's one of them, Corey Dillon, as he just breaks open the defense of the Broncos and takes it all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now, they don't want to, they have 14 yards pass off, and there it is. Corey Dillon, he's gone. The knockout punch, you're looking at it. 65 yards.
Dillon had over 200 rushing yards in the second half alone, despite Bengals quarterbacks throwing for a combined 34 yards. Since he came out on top, winning 31-21, Dillon finished with 278 yards on the ground, a new NFL record.
But they're in command of the game because of their unbelievable running. Here's Corey Dillon again. And Dillon takes it inside the 20, runs over another guy. He's going in again.
He just made the National Football League all-time record for one-day performance. He just passed Walter Payton, who had 275 yards in 1977 against Miami.
This 1973 matchup featured Tom Landry and America's team traveling to the LA Coliseum to face the most electrifying offense in football.
Against Dallas, the passing duo of John Hadl and Harold Jackson had unleashed a quartet of lightning bolts that left the Cowboys' secondary in shambles. All day, Harold sped wide open and free, while the Cowboys searched desperately for a way to lasso him, but found none.
Harold Jackson had 7 of the team's 12 total receptions and caught 4 touchdowns in the first half alone. His 238 receiving yards accounted for 62% of the Rams' total offense that day. LA took this one 37-31, but Dallas would have the last laugh, sending Jackson and company home in the playoffs later that year. Let's take it back to 2015 now. If you love offensive shootouts, this game was not for you. The Raiders only tallied 126 total yards against the rival Broncos, yet still came out victorious due to the efforts of superstar Khalil Mack.
Osweiler in trouble. Osweiler brought down. Osweiler devoured. It's Mack with another sack. Here comes Mack, and he's going to get him again. He got Osweiler for his 5th sack of the game to tie a Raiders single-game record with the Hall of Famer Howie Long.
Mack's 5 sacks and forced fumble absolutely took over the game. Oakland held Denver to 12 points and out of the end zone entirely. This was a sign of things to come for the young pass rusher, as he went on to win Defensive Player of the Year the following season. The Seahawks and Vikings both came into the 2002 season with lofty expectations, but each came into this Week 4 clash with 0-3 records, desperate to get on track. Seattle turned to Sean Alexander, and he put together the best performance of his career.
The handoff, Alexander into the end zone.
Hell of a relay throw to get him out. Come on, hell of a relay.
Blitz coming, Dilfer screen to Alexander. Oh, the perfect call. Alexander breaks the tackle off to the races. Needs a block. Goodbye, Sean Alexander. Touchdown. 80 yards.
Alexander's 231 yards from scrimmage accounted for over 60% of the team's offense, 5 first-half touchdowns, and 3 in just over a minute.
Handoff, Alexander. There he goes. 5, end zone, touchdown, Seahawks. That's 5.
His incredible effort put the Vikes to bed by halftime. This marked the start of Alexander's incredible prime, scoring 82 touchdowns from 2002 to 2005.
Campbell, he has great speed, and he has tremendous... Oh!
As a rookie, Earl Campbell was already the driving force on a Houston Oilers team looking to reach the Super Bowl. His combination of size and speed had never been exhibited before in the NFL. Rewind to Week 12 of the 1978 season, a Monday night matchup against Miami put his skills on full display for a national audience.
Oh, boy. Touchdown, Houston, Earl Campbell. What a game. On 2nd and 8. Campbell just out, runs everyone to the right. Look out. He's gone. He's gone all the way. Puts his head down. 80-yard touchdown. This is over.
What you've seen tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is a truly great football player. In the late moments, take total personal command of a game.
The Tyler Rose dominated in prime time, running for 199 yards and 4 scores. Houston would make it all the way to the AFC Championship game on the back of the future Hall of Famer. The 1979 Chargers featured as explosive an offense as there has ever been. Led by Don Coryell, San Diego was by far the top passing offense in football. The Bolts entered the AFC divisional round as heavy favorites over the beat-up Oilers. Houston was without starting quarterback Dan Pastorini and star rusher Earl Campbell. Apparently, no one told rookie safety Vernon Perry, who turned in arguably the greatest defensive playoff performance ever.
And bounce to the air. Good protection. Throwing deep for Jefferson. Intercepted. Vernon Perry looking at 3rd and 9. Down the middle for Joyner. Intercepted. Vernon Perry. Houston leads 17-14. Intercepted by the omnipresent Vernon Perry.
Perry picked off Hall of Fame quarterback Dan Fouts 4 times, which remains a single-game playoff record. His blocked kick proved to be the difference in the 17-14 win, single-handedly willing the underdog Oilers to the conference championship. Second-year quarterback Drew Bledsoe had the game of his life against the Minnesota Vikings in November of 1994. The former first overall pick started the game down 20-3, only passing for 72 yards in the first half. Starting in the third quarter, he had the offense completely run through his arm, and the final stat line was something straight out of Madden.
This young kid, never lose your own confidence. You're too good. Randall's chasing it. There's the 2 guys. He's after it. Touchdown.
Yes! 2nd down and 4 to the end zone. Touchdown.
All right.
He's got it for the first time.
Saying the Patriots abandoned the run this outing is an understatement. On the ground, New England had a mere 12 rushes for 42 yards. 3 different receivers caught 10 or more passes, Drew Bledsoe completing 45 of 70 pass attempts, both being NFL records. He'd finished the 94 season as the NFL passing leader.
Bledsoe back to throw. Looks, floats to the end zone. Touchdown, the Patriots win.
The 49ers' 2-decade era of dominance was finally coming to an end by 2000. Jeff Garcia was now the team's starting quarterback, Jerry Rice was playing his final season in the Bay, and the team would not make the playoffs. But in the second-to-last game of the season, a new wideout gave fans hope for the future.
Garcia fires at the middle to Owens. Pump fake, it throws way down the right side. Owens catches it into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Owens. Boy, is he a big, strong receiver.
And now Terrell Owens has a record of all-time receptions in a game.
It didn't matter what coverage you sent his way, T.O. was open. His 283 yards accounted for 62% of the team's offensive output, more than double Chicago's total yardage. Owens' 20 catches on the day were a then NFL record, but if you ask him, he probably still thinks he needed the ball more. A 2003 matchup between the top two teams in the AFC West was always expected to have fireworks, but nobody could imagine something like this. While both offenses put up over 400 yards, the difference in the game ended up being Broncos back Clinton Portis.
Gives to Portis. Portis to the 5, touchdown. Once again, Clinton Portis, and he breaks free. 10, 5, touchdown. Portis looking for the goal line. Touchdown.
Portis's 218 rush yards and 5 touchdowns would give him the most fantasy points in a single game in the Super Bowl era. He put up 161 rush yards and 3 touchdowns in a 10-minute span, effectively putting the game out of reach. This performance was essential in clinching a playoff berth for the season.
5 touchdowns, second most in the history of the game. That is special.
Even kickers have the ability to win games all by their lonesome, which is certainly the case with Commanders kicker Austin Seibert. Washington failed to score a single touchdown in their Week 2 matchup against the Giants, yet Seibert's right foot was enough to walk out with a win.
Austin Seibert added this week, and from 27 yards away, he's good. Austin Seibert is now 2 for 2, and that's big. 3 out of 3.
His 7 field goals set a franchise record, and Washington became just the second team in NFL history to win a game with no touchdowns while allowing 3. This would be the team's first win of many on the season. They'd shock the world, reaching their first NFC Championship game in over 30 years.
Kick on its way. It is up, and it is good! Washington wins 21-18!
With snow falling in Buffalo, it appeared generating offense would become a challenge for the Steelers. Lucky for them, Le'Veon Bell was not fazed and had the best showing of his career.
Bell breaks one. Bell's inside the 40, inside the 30, and down to the 20.
And he hands it off, and here's Bell down to the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Le'Veon Bell!
Goes back to Bell. Bell with an open. Then right into a Bills wall, and he breaks out of it. Look at him go inside the 50, down to the 40, and out of bounds at the 35.
Now Bell gonna be that dude today. They're ready to play today. Keep going.
Ben Roethlisberger had no touchdowns and tossed 3 interceptions, but it didn't matter with Bell doing it all. 42 touches for an insane 298 yards from scrimmage. The next most productive teammate was Antonio Brown with 5 catches. Bell powered the Steelers to a 27-20 win and later the 2016 AFC North title.
A Steeler record 236 yards and 3 touchdowns to go with another 62 in the passing game on 4 catches.
Let's throw it back to 1991 now. LT may have been the superstar on the Giants defense, but you couldn't overlook Pepper Johnson at that time. The linebacker had a productive 13 seasons in the NFL and had an ability to take over games himself.
Flag is down. So is Testaverde, almost beheaded by Pepper Johnson. Testaverde has now been sacked 7 times. 7.
New York needed every bit of Johnson's fantastic play. Phil Simms had just 100 yards passing, and the run game was essentially non-existent. Not only did Johnson's 4.5 sacks disrupt Tampa's game plan, his interception in the 4th quarter clinched the game for the G-men.
And Testaverde sends it deep left side. Picked off by Pepper Johnson.
The same exact day Johnson shut down the Bucs, Barry Sanders willed the Lions to a win against their rivals.
Barry cuts it back to the right, east of the 15.
Sanders made a career out of carrying Detroit into relevancy, and his historic outing against the Vikings was no different.
Detroit, Barry Sanders. This is Barry Sanders. Touchdown, Detroit. 3rd touchdown of the afternoon for Barry Sanders.
Believe it or not, this was Sanders' only 4-touchdown performance in his legendary career. Despite fewer than 120 passing yards on the day, the Lions' 34-14 victory was an emphatic statement for a team on the rise. They made it all the way to the NFC Championship in 1991, largely thanks to Sanders' otherworldly rushing talents.
First Lion to run for 4 touchdowns in a game. What an afternoon for Barry Sanders.
James Harrison will be remembered for his miraculous pick 6 against the Cardinals in Super Bowl 43, yet that is almost doing a disservice to the 4-time All-Pro linebacker. Harrison was a vital piece to a shutdown Steeler defense. In a 2007 matchup against the rivals in Baltimore, he did everything a linebacker could possibly do.
Rush 5. Getting away for a second from Harrison. Now the ball comes out. It's still free. And Harrison underneath pulls it away. And the Steelers have recovered at the 20. The pressure on McNair brought down. The James Harrison show continues.
James Harrison has another sack.
He beats the tackle, causing another fumble.
Baltimore recorded only 104 yards of total offense in the blowout, thanks in large part to Harrison, who had 10 tackles, 3.5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and an interception. Pittsburgh's enforcer proved to be more than just a scary face, but a defensive playmaker with the ability to ruin offensive game plans.
McNair throws it over the middle. Intercepted! James Harrison having a game of his life!
3.5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and an interception. What does it feel like to put a night like that together?
Feels hard.
Kick here. It bounces at the 25.
Get on it! Get on it! Get on it!
The Bengals have it! Throwing up in the back of the end zone, and it is picked off by Leon Hall. And Duquesne's behind him. Got the ball loose. It's on the ground. Bengals have it. Coming back the other way.
The Ravens could not catch a break in 2007. The week following Harrison's heroics, Baltimore fell victim once again to a player takeover, but this time to kicker Shane Graham.
And Graham gives the Bengals a 3-0 lead. So Graham for another short field goal tried. And Graham's 3 out of 3.
34, 19, 22, 35, 35.
Graham drilled 7 field goals in a 21-7 victory and was the only player to score on either side through 58 minutes of gameplay. Graham remains the only player in NFL history to record each of the first 7 scoring plays in a game.
People are thinking 21 points. Wow, 3 touchdowns. No, 7 field goals.
So, we featured some elite passing performances along with defensive masterpieces. What if we included both in one game? Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Sammy Baugh. In a 42-20 win against the Lions, Baugh threw 4 touchdowns and intercepted another 4 while on defense, something that we can guarantee will never happen again in NFL history. Oh, and don't worry, Baugh was the team's leading punter as well. Is there anything that guy couldn't do? When the Vikings drafted Adrian Peterson 7th overall in 2007, the team expected him to make an immediate impact on offense. Instead, the rookie became their entire game plan. Against the Chargers in his 8th game ever, Peterson put the league on notice.
He runs to a first down. He sprints to the far side across the 50. He breaks the tackle, and Adrian Peterson is loose. He has scored.
Uses the Peterson touchdown.
Despite the Vikings playing multiple quarterbacks who combined for less than 200 yards, Peterson was enough to dismantle the San Diego defense.
Back to Adrian Peterson in the ground game. Cuts inside a block. Inside the 40, up the sideline, and he's gone.
296 yards for Adrian Peterson. The greatest rushing performance in the history of the National Football League.
His 296 rushing yards are a record that still stands today. In Week 13 of the 1965 season, the 49ers and Bears matched up for an all-time bad weather game at Wrigley Field. The harsh, muddy conditions made it impossible for players to keep their footing on any given play, except for rookie sensation Gale Sayers. Sayers racked up an improbable 336 all-purpose yards. Nobody has ever scored more than Sayers' 6 touchdowns in a single game. Papa Bear George Halas called it the single greatest performance he's ever seen on a football field. Sayers' 22 total touchdowns in 1965 are still an NFL rookie record.
One of the greatest games I've ever seen was the Monday Night Miracle, where the Miami Dolphins played the Jets.
And this play open is Leslie Shepard. In the first quarter, dominated by the Dolphins. And they begin on the ground with Smith cut to the outside. And Lamar Smith has the first down. He's going to go all the way. 3rd and 17 as the second quarter begins in the Meadowlands. And Vinny throws, and it is intercepted by Sam Madison, the Pro Bowl cornerback, as they try to get back into the game somehow, some way. And Testaverde goes and does it on the 3-yard line on first down. They give it to Smith. Touchdown, Miami.
And with a whole quarter to go, this game is over.
Wayne Krupek is going to pull it off. The Jets are going to come from behind. You will see.
Wanting a touchdown, lobbing into the end zone, and it is intercepted.
No, it's intercepted.
Oh, it's a touchdown. It was taken away by Coles.
I think that the Dolphins have to be terminated.
And so it is first down and goal with 10:01 left in regulation. There is Testaverde off the play fake, a little crossing in the end zone, caught, touchdown. Jets only one win in their history, which began in 1960, in which they trailed by 20 or more points. This would be the biggest deficit ever overcome. Here's Benny going to the end zone, and he makes the catch. Yes! Fiedler, and he's going for 6 into the end zone. It's wide open is Shepard. Touchdown, Miami. Benny throwing. He has the first down.
What a catch under pressure.
Did I see that graphic correct? 19 first downs in this quarter. Fake to Martin, then a dump, and it is juggled and caught by Jumbo Elliott. He's got it, yes. So we have reached the end of regulation. 3rd down and 5. Intercepted by Coleman. And then he fumbles. And Miami's going to wind up getting the ball back. One more first down, and they'll be in field goal range from Marte. And that is piss off again by Coleman.
Down by Coleman.
And that time the play is dead at the 33-yard line. Big 3rd and 3.
Move the chain, baby. Move the chain.
Here we go on 3rd and 3. Can they pick it up?
Then he throws. Caught. It is Trebek to the 40, to the 32-yard line. So now you're looking at about a 40-yard field goal.
Good snap. Placement is down. The kick is away. John Hall has completed an improbable comeback by the New York Jets, who have knocked off the Miami Dolphins 40-37.
Couch. Gonna go deep. Caught. Kevin Johnson. Touchdown. Throws far side, and that's complete to James Allen, and Allen inside the 30.
Let's don't give up too quick yet. There's still a minute to go. We know better.
Yes, we do. Again, touchdown. 28 seconds remaining to be played. Doesn't get a bounce. Oh, there's a high hop. It is a pile up inside midfield. Let's see who comes up with the football.
The Bears are saying that they have it. Chicago recovers the onside kick.
Bears are out of timeouts. Steps up, gonna go for it all in the end zone. Jump ball. Caught! It's caught! James Allen was there for the tip. The clock reads 0-0, and we are tied at 21. Couch out of the shotgun. Throws, that's batted into the air. Intercepted, and the Bears are going to win it. Mike Brown has done it again. The Chicago Bears scored 20 points in the last 3 minutes and 22 seconds to win it in overtime.
One of the things that tried to get through to Mike was if they play man coverage across the board, when you don't see anybody open, they're not covering you.
Off the play fake. Vick takes off.
Unbelievable.
First down and more. Still on his feet.
Look at him go! Oh, my! What a superstar!
Down to the 12-yard line. 3 wide receivers. Vick looking for Finneran. Finneran.
What a catch.
Makes the catch. On 3rd and 1, the toss to Bennett.
Oh, I done fucking hit him.
Michael Bennett inside the 10. Bennett easily into the end zone. There goes Vick. Inside the 15, inside the 10, touchdown! Over 100 yards on the ground for the day. Here's Culpepper on 3rd and 16. Moss waiting, and he makes the catch down at the Falcons' 32-yard line from the 6. Put it into the hands of Randy Moss. He's going to throw to Culpepper. He's in for the touchdown. But penalty flag.
It's a false start on the Vikings. You've got to be kidding me.
Anderson straight through. So we are headed for overtime.
Tied at 24 in the Metrodome, where the chant is defense.
I just told myself at the line of scrimmage, if they play man, it's going to open up a lane down the middle.
Vick on 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Has some running room. Inside the 30. Inside the 20. Vick into the end zone. Falcons win in overtime. A 46-yard touchdown run.
Still running in the clubhouse.
So 2003, Monday Night Football, my birthday, against a team that let me go.
From the 26-yard line, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers begin their second drive with a play-action pass. If Johnson can get it off, which he does.
And out in front and making the catch is Keenan McCardell for a touchdown.
From the 33-yard line, Johnson steps up, a floater that just hangs in the air like a hanging curveball, and Mike Doss picks it up, and then he fumbles, and the Bucs have it, and McCardell is going to run to the end zone for his second touchdown of the game. There are the wideouts, and Johnson, with 4 to choose from, picks Barlow. Touchdown.
Hey, you guys got a good team, man. Really, y'all do. No, seriously, it's early. No, I know.
Colts have not converted a 3rd down tonight. Going deep, wide open. That's caught. Marvin Harrison, touchdown. 3rd down and 10 from the 15 as Brad Johnson goes to the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown by McCardell. His 3rd touchdown of the night. 5.5 to play. 3rd and long. A near sack again. A Robbie Duck. There's your interception by Rondi Barber. So a sack and an interception on this drive and a touchdown.
And that seals the deal.
This where the legend of Peyton Manning started.
Hyatt from the 2-yard line, and Brad Hyatt cuts it back, gets by Gramatica, now being chased from behind, and the last man to get him.
4 minutes, we scored 3 touchdowns.
He's in for the touchdown. Vanderjack with a high hopper, and leaping up in the air is Bashir, and he has it. Manning buying time, throwing, finding the open man. It's Harrison for the touchdown. From the 41. Manning deep and out in front, and catching it is Harrison. He's down to the 5-yard line.
And the handoff is to Ricky Williams, touchdown.
With 4 minutes left in regulation, it was a 21-point game. And we will go to one of the more improbable overtimes. 40-yard attempt for Vanderjack. And it is no good. Damn. A flag is down, though. There's a flag down.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 97, defense.
Oh, man. What is that? What kind of a call is that?
I have no idea.
What? They're going to come after this one. A 29-yarder snap. The ball is down. The kick is up. And he hits the upright, and it bangs through.
How crazy is this?
A Monday Night Football game for the ages.
What a job by Peyton Manning.
It's been roller coaster for the Green Bay Packers and for Mike Tice's team. Here they are with an opportunity to go into the playoffs and win the division with a win here today. Culpepper was thinking about running. Flips it for the touchdown to Moss. 7-7 game. Culpepper with plenty of time finds Burleson. Nate Burleson into the open field. Carroll missed a tackle early, and Burleson for a touchdown.
Favre over the middle. He has his tight end Franks. Culpepper on a screen. Penalty flag on the play. Bennett, Michael Bennett, cuts back, touchdown. Continuing to dominate the clock are the Packers. Favre throws, passes, caught for a touchdown, Walker.
So the Vikings pin the Packers deep, back near the Green Bay 1-yard line.
Play action, Favre from the end zone. Steps up and fires, and the pass is picked off by Claiborne. Chris Claiborne, touchdown. 4th and goal. Over the middle, the pass is caught for the touchdown. It's Donald Driver.
Buddy wasn't
gets
trying to play
quickly, and it's Walker. Javon Walker. Walker is out of bounds inside the 10, down to the 7. And Longwell will try to hit a 29-yarder to win the game.
An NFC North Division Championship dagger.
What an atmosphere in Cincinnati. Unbeaten Indianapolis coming into town against the 7-2 Bengals. Fakes the quick pass on the short drop. Now has a man open down long. It's Reggie Wayne inside the 20. Wayne shakes free. Touchdown. One play goes the distance.
They want to run the football to the left.
And they're moving quickly. Chad Johnson in stride. Touchdown, Cincinnati. What a first quarter of action.
He said no.
Another one of those quick fakes. Down the field, Dallas Clark. And he breaks away. 2 Bengals bounce off of one another. And Clark is finally dropped at the 6. It's Edgerrin's turn, and he moves the pile right into the end zone for a touchdown. Now 4 drives for the Colts and 4 touchdowns. 3rd down, across the middle. Clark, and he's in for a touchdown. Dallas Clark feasting down the middle of the field all game long. Now on 3rd down, pass picked. The Bengals get another pick like they have all season. It's Ratliff. Now we're told that this is the highest scoring first half game in Cincinnati history. The 3rd down. Palmer's pass caught. Hits Henry for the touchdown. Way down.
What a fucking
catch out of the backfield. Absolutely perfect again. Must onside kick. And recovered by Reggie Wayne. 45-37 is the final.
The Bears are who we thought they were. And that's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
Quick toss. Brian Johnson made a man miss. Brian Johnson to the end zone. Arizona! Touchdown!
They've run it one time. This is the 9th pass attempt in the first quarter. For Muhammad, it hung up in the air. Intercepted by Aaron Francisco. Cardinals have not picked up a 3rd and 11 or more all season. They have now. Anquan Bolden, touchdown, Arizona. Grossman on play action, trying to throw a lot. Intercepted. What is going on tonight? From the 40, Grossman, look out from behind. Did lose the ball. Grossman pressure. He lost it again.
They're 20 down to Arizona.
Most of my friends told me they left the game early because we were down 23-3 in the 3rd.
We go out the second half, and the rest is history.
Second half of the 15, he's hit from behind. Mark Anderson, the hit, the scoop, and score. The Bears get back in it. Second down, here's James. And into the line, did the ball come out? It did. It is scooped up by the Bears. Charles Tillman takes it the distance, and Chicago is very much alive.
So now it's 3 minutes left in the game. They punt it to Devin.
Why would you kick it to him? Why?
We almost got to players kick. Devin Hester from the 18. Reading box, Devin Hester into the open field. And Hester picks up another block. Devin Hester, the punter to beat. He beat him. Devin Hester all the way. Touchdown, Chicago Bears.
It's just incredible. They've scored no points on their own offense.
Hester charges off the edge. The field goal is leaking. It's no good. And the Chicago Bears are about to leave the desert with thievery.
We come back, we win the game without scoring an offensive touchdown.
Let me let him off the hook.
Vinatieri kicks off. That's residual smoke from the fireworks and not fog.
Darren Sproles to run it back past the 30, and a good run back for San Diego on the opening kickoff. He's going to go all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. Beautiful beginning for them. This time no huddle, but it's tipped in the air and it's intercepted by Sean Phillips.
Sproles standing right at the Charger logo at midfield.
This is Sproles who ran the opening kickoff, back for a touchdown. Fielding the Hunter Smith punt inside the 20, inside the 10, he does it again.
Touchdown, Darren Sproles!
Manning going deep, and that is picked off. On 2nd down and 8. Rivers deep over the middle, and it's tipped, and
the ball never hit the ground.
It's going to be a pick. The ball bounced up in the air, and then as it bounced twice, it never hits the ground.
3rd down and 3. Manning goes down as he gets it away, and that is a phenomenal one-handed interception by Cromartie. On 2nd down and goal, LT again, and this time LT for a TD.
2nd down 7, Manning out of the gun.
Over the middle, caught by Wayne, touchdown Colts.
That's what the Colts needed to get back in this game. Just a methodical drive.
Pressure on Manning, and it's juggled and intercepted by Matt Wilhelm. And for the first time in his career, Peyton Manning has thrown 5 interceptions in a game. Manning, a little dump off underneath Keith, and Keith will get into the end zone for a touchdown.
Rivers out of the gun. He's got 2 people back to block now. 3rd down and 10 at his own 10-yard line.
Oh, and the ball comes out of his grasp, and can it be recovered in the end zone? And it is for a touchdown.
Ball is at the Charger 33-yard line is where they put it down.
And that is tipped, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Clint Session.
Adam Vinatieri will try what will be a matter of a 30-yard field goal. He missed one from 42.
And Vinatieri's kick is no good. Wow, that is unbelievable. And the Chargers have pulled off the greatest escape since Charles Bronson.
Crucial matchup in the AFC North. Pittsburgh can claim the division today with a win. A Baltimore victory pulls the Ravens even with the Steelers in the North with 2 weeks to go. 2nd down and 10 from the gun. And that is intercepted by Ryan Clark on the deflection. 3rd down and 5. And Big Ben sees Ray Lewis coming, can't escape him. Ray Lewis barreling down on Ben Roethlisberger.
I'm telling you, it's going to be one big play. Can Flacco make it or can Ben make it?
Steelers without a first down the last 14 minutes. Start from the 1. They get out of there with Holmes, and the ball is out. Scooped up by who else? Ed Reed.
3rd and 1.
They're going to try to pass for it. Roethlisberger cannot get it. Well, he does get it away, and it's caught in the air by Brandon McKinney.
Be cool. We got to finish. We got to finish. That's all.
Baltimore shotgun. Flacco throws the pass. It's broken up and almost intercepted.
Man,
damn.
Derek Mason is seeing stars.
Hit.
3rd and 8 for the Ravens from the Steelers 27. Flacco from behind. He is hit by Timmons, and the ball's out. That will knock him out of field goal range.
Steelers starting from their own 8. He throws it, and a great catch at the 21 by Hines Ward.
You know, when your heart is hit, just don't quit. And that's, you know, me in the 4th quarter, if you're down and you're sore and you're bleeding, whatever it is, you just don't quit. You don't give up.
1st and 10 from the 38. Roethlisberger, open man, inside of the 20. That is Nate Washington, and the Steelers are set up to make a run at that end zone. 3rd and goal from the 4. Roethlisberger, first option, shut down. Looking for a second, a 3rd option, now throws it. Man's there. Is he in the end zone? Is he in or outside? They're going to mark him outside, and I guarantee you people are going to want to look at this one. Oh, that's close.
After reviewing the play, we have a touchdown.
The Pittsburgh Steelers are AFC North Division champions.
No question, hands down, the rivalry of the decade.
10 times they played against each other. Brady has won 7. Manning has won 3.
3 receivers to the right. Clark is to the left. Manning will set up a screen. Caught by a dive. Inside the 5. Touchdown Colts. Brady off the fake. Has time. And in stride hits Randy Moss to the 6-yard line. Maroney again. And into the end zone he goes for the touchdown.
The Patriots' best offensive effort of the 2009 season was the first half in Brady Manning.
Brady buying time. Sends it deep down the field, and it is Moss making the catch.
They threw the ball all over the yard.
The play fake getting free.
And right now, the Colts just have no answers for Tom Brady.
Throws to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Good protection. Manning to the back of the end zone, and it is caught by Wayne for the touchdown.
Brady was on fire.
Second and goal. And the pass is caught by Randy Moss. Touchdown.
Now you need 3 scores in 14 minutes.
First down from the 29-yard line. And Manning deep down the sideline and reaching for it is Marceau for the touchdown. And it takes Manning just 152 to lead them down the field, and he doesn't have to use a single timeout.
Belichick so feared Manning that he chose to do something that was considered almost insane.
I don't want to give these guys the ball back.
I'm stunned ×5 if he does. 4th and 2, and they really do go for it. And do they make it? Yes, the catch is made, and where is the spot going to be? Anyway, but they're going to be short.
It is short of the first down. It is short. The Colts take over.
Manning to the end zone. Wayne, touchdown.
Yes, yes, yes. The Colts win. They win.
It was one of the all-time great games. If you like quarterback slinging the ball all over the yard, Manning against Brady doesn't get any better than that.
Miracle in Meadowlands Part 2.
Can you remember a more one-sided half that the Eagles have played?
And the pass complete. Manningham, he already has one, and now another.
The offense can't stay on the field.
As the ball comes out, they're saying catch and fumble. Nix on the near side. That's where Manning goes. Touchdown. It's 3rd and 5. Manning over the middle. Touchdown.
And that should wrap it up.
They had us dead to rights.
Michael Vick just goes crazy, and arguably he's one of the greatest 7 minutes of football ever played in a regular season game.
Pass to Selleck, and will cruise in for the touchdown. Here's an onside kick try, and it's hauled in. It belongs to the Eagles. Vick sidesteps a sack, and now will take it right up the middle of the field. Vick on a quarterback draw. Touchdown, Philly. Extra men on the rush again. Vick right up the gut. Michael Vick inside the 20.
Hang on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. This is something special.
Here they come again on a blitz. Pass wide open, caught. Macklin, touchdown! And with 1:16 left, the Giants will get it in a tie game.
And I don't think Tom Coughlin's real comfortable asking Matt Dodge to directional kick.
Pretty sure you just need to kick the ball out of bounds, right? Just anywhere. You just can't kick it within like the 10-yard the Deshaun Jackson stand.
And it's a line drive kick. Jackson bobbles it and now has to try and recover. Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding? Deshaun Jackson still not in, and now in for the touchdown. No flags. Unbelievable.
It basically knocked the Giants out of the playoffs. It basically won the NFC East for the Eagles.
That might have been the most amazing game I've been in. That was a phenomenal comeback.
The New Orleans Saints, winners of Super Bowl 44, and the defending Super Bowl champion, Green Bay Packers. Here come the Saints. Rodgers throws, back shoulder caught, touchdown. They go to the other side. Nelson, touchdown, Green Bay. 3rd down and 1. The fake to him. Breeze has time. Breeze going deep. He throws, caught, touchdown from the 32-yard line. Over the middle. That is caught. Here's Cobb, the rookie inside the 10. Touchdown Packers. And Randall Cobb will do his first Lambeau leap. Tim Mastay kicking in the direction of Darren Sproles. He'll finally get a chance for a run back. And here goes Sproles into Green Bay territory. And Darren Sproles, touchdown. Starts. First down, touchdown. And from 8 yards back, Cobb is going to bring it back. And the rookie breaking tackles on his way, And the second-round draft choice goes all the way for a touchdown.
He basically does a barrel roll and comes out and scores a touchdown.
Shoulder shake, pump fake, and it's caught down the sideline. Touchdown. To the line they go without a timeout. 40 seconds remaining. And Breeze throws into traffic. And how did he thread that baby in there? But can he get 10 more? And a two-point conversion. Rolling. Throwing. Knocked down. Pass interference, though, in the end zone, which will extend the game.
Pass interference. Defense, number 50.
The running back is Ingram.
Pass interference.
They give it to him. He can't get it.
What an opening night in Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Packers hang on.
Now, Graham and the punt team have to come out for the Lions.
Yeah.
End over ending it down the field. Coming up, Raynaud at the 37.
Look at this, a little throwback action. Tommy Campbell will score. Remember the Music City Miracle? Rocket with plenty of time. This is going to be a tough fit, but he fits it. And then some. And that will be a touchdown. 18 unanswered points by the Lions. This is Raynaud from way back. He's got a lane, a huge block. And that's a 105-yard touchdown. The receivers are one-on-one. One-on-one. What a catch, and he's going to go. Nate Washington over the back and scores.
Stafford out of the gun. Stafford straight drop sets, throws over the middle. Pettigrew's got it.
Ball is taken by Burner. He'll score. He ripped it out of the hands of Brandon Pettigrew. They switch it up. Sean Hill will go at quarterback. Throw inside, caught, touchdown, Johnson.
Last chance for the Lions right here.
Here's the bounce, and there it is, and it's picked up by the Lions.
7 seconds to go.
Sean Hill, the quarterback. Three-man rush for the Titans.
The ball goes up.
And it's caught. It's caught by the Lions. Are you kidding me?
And he scores with no time remaining. So for the lead, but not to end the game. Good.
Hill from the 44.
Throwing the seam. There's Johnson, and he's got it. He went up and took it.
Jim Schwartz, what do you do? Short by about a foot. You can tie it with a field goal by Hanson. If you score a touchdown, you can get the win.
Hill fumbles the snap, sneaks. He does not have it.
A crazy game. Had to end crazy.
So Eddie, a chance to see Tony Romo on this Cowboy offense early against the Bronco defense.
Romo to the end zone. Feet down. Yes. The Broncos have first and goal from the 4. Shovel pass. Julius Thomas. Peyton has another touchdown pass.
Peyton Manning with the play fake. Peyton Manning with the 7.57 second 40 goes untouched.
2nd and 9. And long ball time. And the Cowboys connect.
Terrence Williams, his first NFL touchdown.
One up top instead. And it is a touchdown again. Romo again. All kinds of time. Now fires it. And gets the pass. The touchdown.
We're tied at 41.
3rd and officially now 6.
Romo goes for the long ball. Bryant is there at midfield. Slashes back to the 40. But finds the open seam. What a move by Bryant. And he's tackled. Good toss to Beasley. Beasley gets the point and he's in for the touchdown. Peyton now has a 3rd and goal. And Moreno takes the ball with him.
They've tied this game at 48. Shotgun snap to Romo. Looks left. Throws left.
Pass is going to be intercepted on a diving catch by Danny Trevathan.
It's going to come down to Matt Prater on a short field goal attempt for the Broncos to remain unbeaten.
For the win, and the kick is good. 51-48 Broncos.
It's our day. We can beat these boys. We can do it with a fast. We ain't here to beat them. They gotta beat us.
Chris Jones to punt. And the punt is blocked. And picked up and running for a touchdown by Mike Morgan. And that is a touchdown.
Romo looking left, looking middle, dancing around, pointing to Dez. Into the end zone. Touchdown.
Wilson minutes to go.
3rd down and 20. Romo out of the shotgun, empty backfield.
Romo still on his feet. Lost it for Witten. Williams comes in behind him, and that is a catch. What a reception.
Romo under center. Handoff Murray coming right into the middle to the 10. 5. Walk the dog. Touchdown Murray. And with 3:16 remaining, the Cowboys have regained the lead, going 80 yards.
That clock continues to run under a minute. Wilson looking down the field, and it is intercepted. And the Dallas Cowboys have come to Seattle, and they have shot the Super Bowl champions today.
And these two teams are developing quite a rivalry. Newton still got it. Newton to the goal line, touchdown! The toss, Marshawn Lynch back to Russell Wilson, and he throws it up top. And Ricardo Watkins got it for a touchdown!
How did he do that? Newton again out of the shotgun.
Newton was hit as he threw, and it's intercepted by Cam Chancellor. Stewart, and he's in for the touchdown. Wilson flushed out, looks deep, puts it up for Jimmy Graham. All the receivers out. Newton throwing. What a grab by Olsen. Inside the 10, and he's to the goal line. Here's Stewart leaping. Touchdown. 3rd 80-yard touchdown drive for Carolina in the game. This is time to prove it. Blitz coming. Wilson steps up, and they've got him. And the Seahawks forced the punt.
23-20, Seattle up by 3. Panthers threatening.
Newton steps up, throws for the end zone. Olsen, touchdown!
Carolina comes to town, and they beat the Hawks on their own home turf.
These are two franchises that have met 3 times in Super Bowls past, and the Dallas Cowboys come rolling into this game with a 7-game winning streak.
3rd and goal at the 2. He gets the snap.
Pass. Caught. Bell. Touchdown. As the Cowboys have 2nd and 18. Setting up a screen for Elliott with blocking. Huge play. Elliott into Steeler territory. And in for the touchdown. No flags. Golly!
Delayed blitz up the middle, and he avoids that, and he goes deep for Dez. Touchdown!
And takes it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Elliott starts right, cuts it upfield. Touchdown, Dallas. In a game that's had 5 lead changes. Pass caught. Jesse James. A hurdle to the 15.
And the Steelers, I think, are going to clock it. Ben is faking the spike. Touchdown!
Shades of Marino.
Here we go. Run Zeke.
It's Elliott. Elliott for the touchdown.
The Cowboys are going to steal one in Pittsburgh.
Patriots and Steelers on a gray afternoon here in the Steel City. We could even say since the schedule came out in late April, we've been looking forward to this game. And now from the 18, Roethlisberger
Completes it. That's Rodgers. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
into a deep ball.
And it is pulled in by Bryant.
3rd and goal. He lobs it over the top, and it is reeled in. What a catch by Bryant for the touchdown. Brady, last moment, throws it for the touchdown.
His place is going nuts.
They got to him.
And it's intercepted. It's Williams.
It's Bell. He cuts back, and he's in for the touchdown. Here's a 1st down throw. And off the ground, Gronkowski, it is a catch. Steelers have 1 left. There's Lewis. And he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots have taken the lead.
Patriots are going for 2.
Wide open. Gronk pulls it down for the 2.
You have 52 seconds left for Ben to work his magic.
Across the middle, Smith-Schuster running for that sideline. Take as much as he can. Then he breaks away. Now he cuts it up the middle. Still on his feet, looking for some help. Inside the 15 and all the way to the 10-yard line. To the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Jesse James!
This is going to stand unless he gets touched.
No, he's in. He never got touched.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are they looking at the football, possibly losing control here?
The receiver in the end zone did not survive the ground. It's an incomplete pass.
Oh, my goodness.
It'll be Pittsburgh's ball.
So the clock is ticking. Steelers are out of timeouts. 3rd and goal from the 6.
Fakes the spike, still has it, now fires, and it's intercepted!
An interception in the end zone! The Patriots are going to win in Pittsburgh!
The most anticipated Monday Night Football game ever.
We got 9-1 against 9-1.
Plenty of time, lofts it to the end zone, and touchdown! Reynolds scores it.
This was just an offensive bloodbath.
He's got him for the touchdown. Does he ever? And Kareem Hunt will go right in. Taken down. Ball is loose. Picked up. Ebukam. Mahomes. He does it. Goff. He's going to run it straight in. Oh, my. Ebukam.
Runs over Mahomes for his second defensive touchdown.
Mahomes winds it up, wide open as Hill. How quick was that? 3rd and 11. Goff, ball is out, and Alvin Bailey scores. Crossing route, Conley, touchdown Chiefs. They retake the lead. That is our 5th lead change. 1:56 to play. No timeouts for the Rams, trailing by 4. Goff on 1st down. Everett in stride. Wow! Touchdown Rams! We said it right from the start. There was something about the energy in this place tonight that set it up to feel nothing like what you know to be a normal regular season NFL game. He escapes that, then launches it downfield, and it's intercepted by Joyner. Highest scoring game in Monday Night Football history, and a significant win for the Rams.
49ers and the Saints each control their own destiny. If they win out, they've got the #1 seed. So this game is huge. 4-man rush. Breeze going to go right down the middle. He's got Cook still on his feet. Cook to the end zone. Touchdown. Breeze on the fake. Big drop. Going deep again. Cook's open again. And he holds on. How the 49ers respond. Garoppolo's got all day. He's going to launch it. Deep down the field. Going for it all. And getting it. Emmanuel Sanders not touched. Still on his feet. And he scores. Come inside, a little trickery here. Sanders gonna throw it wide open. It's Mostert for the touchdown. Absolutely insane first half of football. On the fake to Mostert. Got Kittle, makes the catch, diving for the end zone. He's in. Breeze throws, going for Thomas. He's got it, and he's in. A lot of time left. Caught Smith, breaks the tackle to 10. Still going. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4th and 2. Game on the line. Garoppolo fires. It is caught. Still on his feet is Kittle with a big play. And the stiff arm. George Kittle. Flags fly. He's down to the 30.
That'll put him in field goal range right now.
Robbie Gould to win it. Snap is high. The kick is up. And it is good. What a win for the 49ers.
The Browns are the talk of the NFL. They're the feel-good story. Baltimore's in search of really any playoff spot. On the ground, here's Nick Chubb, breaks a tackle and breaks the plane. 3rd and 3. Keeper. Lamar Jackson. It is the back, Edwards. Turns the corner, lowers the shoulder. 2nd and 2. It is Chubb right through the middle. Jackson takes off. So much green in front of him for the Lamar Jackson touchdown. Jackson will keep it. Lamar Jackson cuts it up. Look at the speed by Lamar Jackson. Well over 100 yards rushing for the game. Here's Gus Edwards. Edwards will prance into the end zone. Touchdown. Ravens bringing the heat. Mayfield able to get out of there, and it is caught. Touchdown.
There's a much better chance to win it in regulation if you go for 2 the first time.
And it is deflected and caught.
Sometimes it's better be lucky than good.
Steve, I'm now being told that Lamar Jackson is back in the Ravens locker room being treated for cramps.
Trace better keep it, and he slips down.
That left knee just buckles.
And here comes Lamar Jackson. They're like Superman running out of the locker room. Lamar comes in for 4th down and 5. Jackson trying to throw for it, and he's got it. Marquise Brown hangs on to the football and scores.
Keep taking.
It's Hunt again. Makes a move. 1st down. Touchdown. 64 ticks. 1 timeout left for Baltimore. Jackson patient in the pocket.
From 55 yards. Tucker's kick. It is long enough. It is good.
It's one of the greatest games in history right there. You guys are awesome.
The Raiders take the field. Derek Carr trying to lead them into the playoffs. Justin Herbert trying to do the same for the Chargers. Here's Eckler trying to get his 20th touchdown of the season, and he does. To extend the advantage, Renfro for the touchdown. 4th down and 6 as the Chargers have to convert. Herbert throws, caught.
Now your season's on the line, and it's 4th and 21.
Herbert fires, and into the end zone it is Palmer for the touchdown. Pressure. Ball is out. The ball is out. Joey Bosa knocked it out. 4th down. Herbert fires, caught, and again they just barely get the 1st down. Chargers one more time. 4th and 10. Herbert fires, caught.
This is likely the last play from the 12.
Herbert firing and caught in the end zone by the big body Mike Williams. Insanity. We are going to overtime. Do the Raiders go to the playoffs, or do the Chargers keep the game going? Down to this. Herbert fires. It is Williams. Williams again.
Nobody in Pittsburgh can believe what's happening.
We ain't done yet.
So you run it 3 times, this game is over, and the only people in pain are in Pittsburgh. These 2 teams go off to the playoffs.
And he's going to get tackled to 39. Chargers take a timeout.
What?
Jacobs. And he's going to take it to the 29, and now they're going to be set up for a field goal attempt by Carlson. Snap good, hold good, and Raiders in, Chargers out, Steelers in.
And these division leaders ready to face off.
The 6-2 Buffalo Bills, the Minnesota Vikings at 7-1.
Another 3rd down, 3rd and 3. Cousins looks to throw, lofting for the end zone, and Jefferson! Touchdown, Minnesota! From an empty set, Allen's pressured, got away from the first man, and Josh Allen turns a sack into a big game. Floating, Davis over the top for the Bills, touchdown! Trying to win a 7th in a row today. Here's Delvin Cook on 1st down, and Cook's got room. Delvin Cook takes off. The big play they desperately needed. Allen again rolls. On the move, lets it fly. Oh, Diggs!
Oh, my goodness.
Wow!
That is unbelievable.
Feeling in motion. Here's Ham, the fullback. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 minutes left in a 4-point game. Kirk Cousins back to throw on 4th and 18. He's given time. He wants Jefferson. Climbs the ladder. Oh, my goodness. Justin Jefferson, the catch of his life, keeps the Vikings' hopes alive.
4th and goal from inside the 1.
Cousins to sneak it. He's short. They slam the door.
Bills are going to have to QB sneak it themselves. They cannot go backwards, or it could be a safety.
0 breathing room. He tries to sneak it. The ball is loose. It is a touchdown on their last breath. 24 seconds, no timeouts. Allen looking the other way. Gabe Davis diving try and catch.
What? How do you not take another look at that?
The 7-1 Vikings and the 6-2 Bills are headed for overtime. Cousins steps into it, wants Jefferson, and has him. 1st down and goal for the Vikings. Vikings take the lead.
Allen back to pass in the pocket.
steps up and throws an interception. Patrick Peterson, and in this heavyweight bout, the Vikings with the knockout blow.
Quarterback's legs.
He's got it. Straight ahead he goes, and he powers across again. He's still got it. Throws to the end zone, and it's caught by A.J. Brown. Sets up a 3rd and 11. Here they come blitzing. Stepping up. Going to try to run for it. Dodges one defender, and he's in for another touchdown. Here's a 2nd and 5. It's Hurts going for the end zone, and right there with the catch for the touchdown is Devontae Smith. 3rd and 15. Hurts looking for his second option. Pointing, planting, firing to the end zone, and it is caught! Oh, what a play for the Eagles! It's 3rd and 4. Here's the pass up top. Gabe Davis has the touchdown.
This is going to be a 59-yard attempt for a chance at a tie.
Elliott puts the toe on it, and the kick is good! So we're going to go to overtime in Philadelphia. Pass from 40, and the kick is good. Nick Sirianni says, we never panic. We have guys that know how to win, and they can win it with a touchdown. Hurts to the end zone, and the Eagles have won it in overtime.
This team doesn't know how to lose.
Lamar Jackson seeking a 3rd MVP award, ready to go against Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals on Thursday Night Football. Lamar wide open, flushed out, throws, caught. Burrow fires, caught, chase. They're trying to chase him down, and they cannot. Touchdown. Jackson backing up, backing away, under pressure, and down the sideline he goes. Lamar Jackson, can he stay in bounds all the way? Had to avoid Ricard as well, the fullback. Meanwhile, the pass is caught. Wallace makes the grab. Wallace down the sideline.
Touchdown, Ravens!
3rd and 9. Pressure. Wide open. Touchdown! Mark Andrews. Turning his head on a dime. Burrow going deep. Getting free. Chase. Look at this. 3rd and goal. Jackson running around. Little jump pass. Touchdown.
In the perfect location.
On 4th down. Burrow fires. And that is going to be caught at the 40-yard line.
Right now, Joe Burrow is probably not worried about time. He's worried about trying to get the ball into the end zone.
Catches the shotgun snap.
Looks that way. Throws that way. Caught!
Jamar Chase is putting on one of the great shows in Bengals history, and it looks like the Bengals will go for 2 with 38 seconds to go.
To the right side he goes. Incomplete.
Oh, what a wild way to end it tonight, as the Ravens will sweep the series from the Bengals.
Are you kidding me? This is the best decade ever in the NFL.
Hey, this could get interesting.
Think about it. Ends with Action Jackson and Mahomes taking over. Began with the greatest QB duel in history.
We got one of the boys today!
In between, Fitzgerald, Megatron giving 2K a run through the air, AP running by it on the ground. Supercam showed up. Want maybe the 2 best tight ends to ever do it? How about Prime, JJ, SWAT, and AD? Big Ben, Matty Ice, Stafford, Breeze, Dangerous, and A-Rod, plus the GOAT and Peyton? Give me a break. This was the decade of 55 TD passes in a season.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
The Legion of Boom, a Harbaugh Bowl with a power outage. Anyone order up a Philly special? Want the greatest Super Bowl comeback anyone has ever seen?
It's gonna be a hell of a story.
This is where you're gonna find it. Tebow Mania, Minneapolis Miracles, Beastquake, remember The Catch? Or maybe the most legendary moment in NFL history. This is NFL Explained, the 2010s. 2010 to 2019 is the NFL's culmination decade, and you need look no further than the QB position as proof.
Hold on, what do you mean?
What quarterbacks did from 2010 to 2019 was not only record-breaking, but groundbreaking. There was the year of the quarterback where we saw 3 guys throw for 5,000-plus yards. A new standard for passing TDs in a season was set.
There's the record for Peyton Manning.
A new definition for the acronym GOAT established.
Boy, when you thought you'd seen it all, that's your quarterback!
Not to mention seeing 2 guys redefine what dual threat means. The record for quarterback rushing touchdowns in a year fell.
15 to the 10. End zone. Touchdown!
Oh, God!
The decade culminating in a new record for most rushing yards by a QB being laid down.
They prepare for him all week. They know what they have to do to stop him. And it's like, oh my gosh, this guy's really fast.
The decade started with Rodgers' peak team year as a Packer.
3rd and 1. Rodgers play action looks to the end zone.
2010, the year he guided Green Bay to his only Super Bowl appearance and win.
It's special to know that on that one day that we were the best in the world.
But remember how they got there? The 2010 playoffs provided some gems, one of which was the infamous Jay Cutler-Caleb Haney game. Cutler, Chicago starter, got hurt in the 3rd quarter, leaving the offense in the hands of the inexperienced Haney. With Cutler sort of looking on, Haney gave it his all, but ultimately fell victim to an interception that is etched in Green Bay lore.
Intercepted! B.J. Rodgers!
But how about a playoff game that set off a roar so loud it actually registered on the Richter scale? 2010 was the year the Seattle Seahawks won the NFC West, first team ever to play a full season and make the playoffs with a sub-500 record. They even beat the reigning champs, the New Orleans Saints, when Marshawn Lynch rumbled down the field for 67 yards.
45 is on the one Lynch! 40! Pushes the man, 35, we're gonna go!
Breaking 9 tackles along the way.
Oh my God!
Beast mode produced a beast quake when the fans' roars led to what amounts to a 2.0 tremor being registered on a nearby seismograph.
It was so loud in there that press box was starting to tremble. It was shaking like it was going to collapse.
The AFC side of things that year also produced one of the most improbable playoff runs of all time. The Mark Sanchez Jets beating Peyton Manning in the wild card on the road, followed by another road win over Tom Brady in the divisional.
The Jets will fly out of New England winners. Hell yeah!
The loss Brady took in that one overshadowed a year in which he became the first player in history to be named unanimous MVP. Him and Breeze both passed Marino for career passing yards, many of Brady's yards being hauled in by rookie tight end Rob Gronkowski.
In 2010, all Tom Brady lacked was critics.
TB12 was no longer hooking up with Randy Moss, though. That was the year New England traded him away.
In the end, that was the decision.
He ended up playing for 3 different teams that season. Too bad he didn't get sent to Cincinnati that year. Can you imagine an offense with Moss, Terrell Owens, and Chad Johnson? Ocho Cinco and T.O.'s Bengals pairing with Carson Palmer produced a 4-12 last place finish.
They can't finish the close football games this season. Truly unbelievable.
Deshaun Jackson, another member of the famed Outspoken Whiteout Club, made an unforgettable statement with his famed punt return in the Miracle at the New Meadowlands.
This is Miracle in the Meadowlands #2.
Holy. His QB that year, Michael Vick, who took the starter's role back over for the first time in 4 years, 2 of those spent completely out of the game, made the Pro Bowl.
I didn't think I was ready, but I thought wrong.
The return of Vick marked the end of Donovan McNabb's Philadelphia career. He was traded to Washington during the 2010 offseason, and that season was also the last time Manning would start for the Colts. That was the offseason he had neck surgery.
I haven't thought yet about where I'll play, but I have thought a lot about where I've been.
Which makes what happened in 2011 even more remarkable. 3 guys cracked 5K the year Manning sat out.
Throw it. Throw it. Yeah!
2011, a season for the ages, with Manning watching from the sidelines. Matthew Stafford went for 5,038 yards, which was only good for 3rd most that year.
Matthew Stafford is putting on a clinic.
Drew Brees led the way with 5,476, an NFL record.
Record-breaking Saints, baby. I'm telling you, man, we notched a few more today, didn't we?
Sandwiched in between them, Brady with 5,235, which helped propel New England back to another Super Bowl, where once again Tom Coughlin and Eli Manning were awaiting. This time it was Mario Manningham that pulled the rabbit out of the hat to shook up the world for a second time. Eli MVP again.
This is a catch. It's a miracle.
I gotta see this again.
Giants, the first 9-7 team to win a Super Bowl. They were outscored in the regular season, but won when it mattered. Beat Green Bay in the playoffs at Lambeau, for example, a team that went 15-1 that season behind an MVP year from Aaron Rodgers that saw him throw 45 TDs against just 6 INTs while putting up the highest single-season rating ever.
Life is good, okay? We're an entertaining bunch, that's for sure.
Green Bay lost in Week 15 that year, by the way, to Kansas City 19-14. Chiefs were 5-8 at the time. They then went on to lose to the 9-7 Giants at home in the playoffs.
We felt as though no one could beat us at this point.
It was one of several playoff gems gifted to us by the 2011 season. Niners Saints in the divisional. Brees 4 TD passes, loses 36-32 when Alex Smith finds Vernon Davis with 9 seconds to play.
And never, ever doubt Alex Smith again.
AFC side of the bracket had some insanity as well. Ravens lost to the Pats in a game that saw Lee Evans drop a touchdown. Billy Cundiff miss a game-tying chip shot with 15 seconds to play.
Oh my God.
AFC wildcard round was wild. See, 2011 was marked by Tebow mania. Tim Tebow wins all these regular season games in the craziest ways possible. His magic touch lasting all the way into the playoffs. Pittsburgh Steelers, the victims of his final gridiron miracle.
The crowd has lost their mind. Denver moves on. The Steelers go home. Unbelievable.
Ben Roethlisberger took the L in that one. He went for over 4,000 yards on a bum ankle that year.
That is the longest pass play in Steelers history.
Phillip Rivers gave the Bolts over 4,600 yards and barely gets noticed. 10 guys threw for 4K that year. It was crazy.
Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Stop us. No matter how hard they throw.
Cam Newton was one of them. He broke the record for yards by a rookie quarterback. Remember his NFL debut? 400-plus yards through the air? He also ran for a QB record 14 rushing touchdowns that season as a rookie.
We saw Superman take off his cape and run down the football field.
Cam was part of a rookie class many believe is the greatest of all time. Among others, the 2011 draft also included Cowboy left tackle Tyron Smith, headed to the Hall. Cam Jordan probably is too.
Just know it was stacked. You couldn't really miss in that draft.
I mean, how many guys from this class are going? Cam Hayward joined Pittsburgh that year. Von Miller, Julio Jones, A.J. Green, Richard Sherman, Patrick Peterson. Oh, and that J.J. Watt guy started his career then as well.
Rock and roll, touchdown Texans, abracadabra.
Texans fans almost didn't get to see Watt and company treat them to their first taste of postseason play that season, and we almost missed the entire show. Season started with a 4.5-month lockout. They worked it all out. Good thing, or we might not have seen Gronk score 17 times and rack 1,327 yards, both setting NFL tight end records.
That's how you do it, baby. I was waiting for it the whole time. Baby.
And there was the 2011 Eagles Dream Team. Philly followed an NFC East title the year before by spending big in free agency to put them over the top. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, defensive end Jason Babin, running back Ronnie Brown, among others. One of those others, backup QB Vince Young, who called the collection a dream team. Turned out to be an 8-8 nightmare.
Dream team.
Indy would have loved 8 wins. Manning should have won MVP, being the Colts went 0-13 before winning 2 of their last 3 games without him. Good enough for the number 1 pick in the 2012 draft. Welcome to the show, Andrew Luck. Lucked into 4,300-plus yards in his first go of it. 2011 was the year of the quarterback. 2012 was the year of the rookie quarterback. Luck, just one of a record number of first-year signal callers who took the first snap for their teams in Week 1 that year.
Wow, what can go wrong will go wrong.
Example, things got dangerous up in the Northwest. He tied the rookie record for touchdowns.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
The nation's capital was swept up by RG3 Mania, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Wilson and Griffin meeting in the wild card round.
Looking over the middle, caught, touchdown!
That quarterback put the ball right on the money.
That was the game. RG3 went down hurt. He was never the same, was a real bummer. 2012 playoffs also featured the Colin Kaepernick takeover in the Bay. That was the year he torched Green Bay for 181 rush yards and 2 TDs.
And it is caught for a touchdown. Absolute laser throw by Kaepernick.
Took them all the way to the ship, ended up setting up the Harbaugh Bowl, which was made possible by the Mile High Miracle. Double OT classic, 70-yard bomb, tied it with a minute and change. What in the orange crush was that?
Has it at the 20, Jacoby Jones!
It was elite Joe Flacco, that's what it was. Super Bowl MVP, John getting back at Jim for years of noogies, had to wait out a power outage to do it.
You a $1 zillion company, and your lights go out. No.
We said goodbye to Ed Reed and Ray Lewis afterwards. Lewis hung him up and passed his baton to a future Canton neighbor. Luke Kuechly didn't plan on playing too long, so he led the NFL in tackles as a rookie.
To help get in there, Luke Kuechly.
Luke Kuechly is a beast.
Didn't win Defensive Player of the Year, though. J.J. Swat took that with 20.5 bags, the start of an all-time 4-year run Watt would embark on.
The goal isn't to be the greatest. You're wasting your time, but you have to earn it. It's not given to me. I'm trying to come out here and earn it every single game.
Speaking of all-time, Megatron in 2012. 36 yards short of 2K, no one's ever put up more in a single campaign.
Calvin Johnson, through all the adversity, he's still lighting it up.
And how about we combine that showing with AP's, who did crack the 2K barrier, came up 9 yards short of the all-time rushing record in a single year.
Peterson, 199 rushing yards on 34 carries. He will finish short of the all-time single-season record.
Matt Schaub knows how he feels. Yeah, Matt Schaub, 527 passing yards in a game, 27 yards short of Norm Van Brocklin's NFL record set in 1951. Come on, somebody's got to take that down at some point.
Rock and roll! Houston wins it overtime!
Schaub was one of 11 quarterbacks to crack 4K in 2012. No single season had produced more at the time. Sheriff was one of them, doing it in orange for the first time. Guess his neck was okay.
Peyton Manning with his 400th career touchdown pass.
Drew Brees led the way without Sean Payton on the sidelines. That was the year he was suspended for Bountygate. He wasn't the only familiar face missing when the year started. There was something very unfamiliar about all the zebras that roamed the fields of the NFL when the year started. One Fail Mary later, and it was time to end that pesky ref strike.
Because they came down simultaneously with that football.
I can't believe they had two officials right there, and they ruled in favor of Seattle.
Seattle may have lucked into that win. Nothing lucky about their 2013 squad. Didn't need it. The Legion of Boom had taken shape. They gave us the tip.
Ball is picked up and afterward. Is it picked off? It is! It's picked off in the end zone!
And then went on to dominate the most potent offense and quarterback a single season has ever produced. The Lombardi resided in the Northwest for the first time ever.
They look on paper and say, oh yeah, he's got a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns.
That was the season we first got to see Manning and Brady face off in the conference championship game with Peyton in orange.
Broncos, Patriots, if you're not excited about this, not sure you're alive. 4th and 2.
And he can't do it, and Terrence Knighton with the play of the game.
And this place is a madhouse.
The stadium is shaking.
2013 bracket also featuring San Francisco sending Green Bay packing on a walk-off field goal, as well as Andrew Luck bringing the Colts back from a 28-point deficit in the wild card round to beat Kansas City 45-44.
Holy mackerel, what a football game.
Giving up the second biggest lead in a playoff game, not the best way to make a good first impression at your new job. You see, 2013 was year one of the Andy Reid era in Kansas City. I think it ends up working out though. Even though a defensive team claimed the throne, 2013 was all about that O. The team they trashed 55 passing touchdowns in 1 year from Manning, most passing yards in a single season, record 606 total points scored, 5 Broncos scored 10-plus touchdowns, no team even had 4 prior. That was 2013 Peyton.
Peyton Manning seems to break records every other time he gets the football.
He started the year off tying the record for TDs in a game with 7, only to watch Nick Foles throw 7 in a game later that season. The dude threw 27 of them against just 2 picks for those Chip Kelly Eagles.
This is not the same quarterback. Aliens took his body away.
I told you, it was so Space Jam.
Not even Mother Nature could slow down 2013 offenses. That was the season Shady McCoy, playing on every 7-year-old's dream field, ran for over 200 yards. Almost didn't make sense as you watched it.
Touchdown! Shady McCoy is going wild.
Jimmy Graham caught 16 touchdowns.
Caught, guess who? Jimmy Graham. 2 touchdown catches now for Jimmy Graham.
They don't want it. Don't want it.
Cordero Patterson returned a kickoff 109 yards. It doesn't get longer than that.
Did not tell him no kick it to me. I told him no kick it to me.
46.8 points per game. That was the average output in 2013, most ever at the time. How about 24 400-yard passing games, 6 more than the previous record. 5 QBs with 30-plus touchdowns tied the previous high. 7 QBs with 100-plus rates, a record.
Hey, baby!
Russell Wilson was one of them. Still, maybe he shouldn't have been throwing the following year on their final play of the 2014 season. With everything on the line, including back-to-back Super Bowl wins, with beast mode in the backfield, Seattle passed. You will be hard-pressed to find a more iconic moment in Super Bowl history.
Intercepted! Intercepted the Butler! Oh no!
The 2014 Super Bowl had to be a classic. I mean, the press conference that set it up, Marshawn Lynch gold.
Hey, I'm just here so I won't get fined.
2014 playoffs were loaded with gold. It had Steelers-Ravens.
How about that? How about that?
Another great New England-Baltimore battle.
We're coming back next week, and that's all I know.
It gave us that game where the Patriots beat the Colts with footballs that ultimately led to another gate. But no one was as deflated as Cowboys fans who watched Dez Bryant and company lose to Green Bay on that catch, right?
Bryant caught the ball.
They have thrown the challenge flag. What are they challenging?
Packers had to dig themselves out of a hole that season, started 1-2. Cheesehead Nation was freaking out until A-Rod hit them with those famous 5 letters.
For everybody out there in Packerland, RELAX. Relax.
Green Bay moved on, but went on to lose to Seattle in a game lots of fans turned off.
He looks, hand in his face, still looking, gonna throw it up in the back of the end zone. He makes the catch. Can you say comeback? Yes!
2014 was a crazy year if you were a Hawks fan. The 2 playoff thrillers, the great Marshawn quotes, plus Beastquake 2.0 all in one sitting.
Holy catfish! Marshawn Lynch says, get out of my way!
And that insane run wasn't even the play of the season. Who's that OBJ kid, and why is he only using one hand?
That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen in my life.
Beckham won Offensive Rookie of the Year, had to beat out Money Manziel, who was drafted by the Browns that season.
Go!
Defensive Rookie of the Year, just some kid named Aaron Donald.
He's too quick, he's too strong, and can exploit any type of weakness or mistake by the offensive line. That's tremendous.
Beat out another cat named Khalil Mack. Both took a back seat to J.J. Watt, though. 20.5 sacks, 5 fumble recoveries, 4 forced fumbles, scored 5 TDs, 3 of them on offense. He should have won MVP.
All I know is, you mess with me, you got problems.
And how about Peyton overtaking Brett Favre for most TD passes ever?
Move over Brett Favre and make room for the new king.
Or Devin Hester dethroning Dion for most return TDs?
You said you were going to go in untouched, and that's what you did.
Cleveland was down 28-3 on the road, came back and won. No visiting team had ever climbed out of a hole that deep.
Benjamin caught it! What a job by Benjamin to get his tootsies down!
And remember Jonas Gray, Patriots running back who scored 4 times and then gets benched the next week because he was late to practice, overslept. Kind of like the whole team did to start that year. The Patriots did not seem like a team destined to hoist the Lombardi. They started 2-2 after getting rolled by the Chiefs 41-14 in week 4.
That's awful. Absolutely awful.
Following the game, Bill Belichick lit a fire under his team the way only Bill Belichick can.
We're on to Cincinnati.
What do you think having a 37-year-old?
We're on to Cincinnati.
We're on to 2015, though, which was the year the NFL would celebrate its 50th Super Bowl. The race to make it to that prestigious title game, wild. Packers needed an assist from Mary to make the dance.
Rainbows high and deep into the end zone. Caught for a touchdown, and the Packers have won. An unbelievable finish.
Cheeseheads also got to celebrate their previous Green Bay QB GOAT that year as Brett Favre showed up at Lambeau to see his number 4 jersey retire.
Yeah, you've interrupted me again.
The guy that took out his TD record the year before took out his career passing yards record in 2015 and then got benched. Yeah, remember how the sheriff ended up behind bars, had a hurt foot, and wasn't as quick or accurate on the draw either.
Easy to say looking back, but it was not a good game.
2015 featured a Carolina team that won its first 14 games in a row. No one could locate any kryptonite to stop Super Cam, the league's MVP, from dabbing at will.
Let's do it!
Panthers really had to keep pounding for that 14th win, too. Josh Norman and OBJ doing the pounding in that Week 15 classic.
Beckham turned frustration into a foolish vendetta with cornerback Josh Norman.
Not high school football, folks.
Man. Carolina's ticket was punched, and so was Washington's. Their fans and QB really liked it.
The snap, the slant, Jordan Reed, touchdown!
You like that? You like that?
Seattle was back in the mix. Their aspirations for a 3rd straight Super Bowl showing survived a playoff rematch with Green Bay and the frigid temperatures of Minnesota, thanks to that Blair Walsh 27-yard field goal attempt.
Snap good, spot down. Walsh's kick is up, and it is no good. He missed it. Are you kidding me?
That wasn't the craziest playoff game that year either. Cincinnati seemed to have Pittsburgh dead to rights. Antonio Brown had been knocked out of the game by Vontaze Burfict, one of the most vicious hits you'll ever see.
There's a penalty flag.
No!
But a terrible Pac-Man Jones penalty and a last-second Chris Boswell field goal, and it was the same old story.
And this crowd in Cincinnati can't believe what just hit them.
Pittsburgh couldn't handle Orange Crush 2.0, though. That Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware defense was just too much for most teams, Tom Brady included. Manning was back in the saddle, but he was along for that ride. Defense wins championships ruled the day that year, and when they met Newton in the final game. Vaughn, the MVP of Denver's 3rd Super Bowl title.
Newton in the pocket, he's hit and sacked inside the 5. The ball is free!
Peyton used the win to go out on top. Manning hung him up, but he wasn't the only legend that wouldn't start the 2016 year off behind center. His longtime rival was missing to start the season as well.
We have breaking news. Tom Brady has been disciplined by the National Football League. His suspension is 4 games.
2016 was the year Tom Brady had to serve a 4-game suspension to start the year for the Deflategate fiasco.
That's some, ugh.
He made it back in time for the playoffs, though. Made it back with enough time to deliver the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history.
Gonna be a hell of a story. Hell yeah.
OT win after being down 28-3 in the 3rd quarter. Brady was now the Super Bowl GOAT QB with 5 Lombardis.
GOAT. He's the GOAT. No question about it. He is the GOAT.
That was a bummer of an ending for Matt Ryan. The Iceman took the MVP that season.
A rushing touchdown for Matt Ryan. How bad does number 2 want it?
Breeze cracked 5K again. Matthew Stafford, the comeback king.
Come on now, let's go get that lead.
Stafford and Detroit rallied to win 8 games they were losing in the 4th quarter. No QB had ever pulled off that many final 4th quarter comebacks in 1 year at that point.
Touchdown! Oh, Matthew took it home!
Wasn't enough to win the division, though. Rodgers providing his club with more bulletin board material after the team struggled.
I feel like we can run the table.
Got his man, end zone, touchdown.
Run the table.
What a throw.
And it worked. They won 6 straight to win the division.
Under pressure, scrambles left.
Get him down.
Throws end zone, diving grab. Geronimo Allison.
Incredible.
That set up a meeting in the playoffs with the Cowboys. Remember that one? Boys seemed primed to take the game to OT, but Rodgers, man, call it a half Mary, crazy 36-yard pass to Jared Cook that set up a 51-yard game winner by Mason Crosby.
It is right down the middle. It is good. And the Packers are going to the NFC Championship game.
Dallas was the number 1 seed in the NFC that year, but not behind Tony. Said
throws end zone, touchdown.
Run the table.
What a throw.
And it worked. They won 6 straight to win the division.
Under pressure, scrambles left.
Get him down.
Throws end zone, diving grab. Geronimo Allison.
Incredible.
That set up a meeting in the playoffs with the Cowboys. Remember that one? Boys seemed primed to take the game to OT, but Rodgers, man, call it a half Mary, crazy 36-yard pass to Jared Cook that set up a 51-yard game winner by Mason Crosby.
It is right down the middle. It is good. And the Packers are going to the NFC Championship game.
Dallas was the number 1 seed in the NFC that year, but not behind Tony Romo. He got hurt in preseason action.
He got bent in half, and Tony Romo's hurt.
They returned to prominence after picking up Dak and Zeke in the draft. They proceeded to go 13-3.
We too physical, man. We too physical.
Raiders also made headlines, winning 12 games, but when their car broke down in Week 16, they were no longer able to navigate the playoffs.
It's broke. It's broke.
A cheetah was let loose in Kansas City for the first time in 2016.
How about those?
Helped them make the dance. Met Pittsburgh there, who won the AFC North by a nose, an AB nose of the football.
9 seconds left, and Antonio Brown wills himself across the chalk.
KC and Pittsburgh met in what turned out to be a low-scoring postseason classic, the Steelers taking the game 18-16 after stopping the Chiefs on a late 2-point attempt.
2-point conversion, but a flag on the play. Hang on.
KC was there in part due to their own defense stopping a 2-point try, key regular season game as it turned out. Eric Berry, the first defensive player ever to score 2 and swing the outcome of the game in his team's favor.
It is a 2-point conversion the other way for Kansas City.
As rare as that was, how about a 6-6 tie thanks to the Hawks and Cardinals?
And it hits the left upright. It's no good. He missed it from 24.
Or a TD pass thrown by Dontari Poe, who at 346 pounds became the heaviest player in history to ever toss the rock for a touchdown.
A jump pass, Cam Newton style. That's a 350-pound dude doing that.
2016 saw the return of the NFL to Los Angeles. The Rams were back. Their head coach, Jeff Fisher, wouldn't be back for 2017, though. Didn't even make it through the year.
I'm not going 7-9.
Fired after a 4-9 start. And with all that said, 2016 will always be remembered as the year of the Kaepernick protests. The 49ers quarterback spotted taking a knee during the national anthem prior to the start of their first preseason game.
There are a lot of things that are going on that are unjust, people aren't being held accountable for. That's something that needs to change.
The controversy surrounding Cap's protest was blamed for lower than normal fan interest. The league needed something special to help bring everyone back together. Luckily, the 2017 season provided just that.
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you.
Who ordered up the Philly special? Nick Foles, that's who.
Want Philly? Yeah, let's Philly.
He was behind the decision to attempt one of the most iconic Super Bowl plays in history, and he was on the receiving end of it when they pulled it off to win it all.
Holy smokes! What did we just see?
Brady lost despite a record-breaking Super Bowl passing outing that saw him rack up more than 500 yards.
Better keep scoring, Philly, because number 12's back again.
He had guided them there after coming back from a 10-point deficit in the conference championship game against the Saxonville Jaguars, who had made it that far after beating Pittsburgh 45-42 in the divisional round.
Loss on the play, and the ball goes over on downs.
As the boos cascade down at Heinz Field.
Those were some gems, but nothing compared to the miracle everyone saw go down in Minneapolis.
With 25 seconds to go in the game, New Orleans leads. Caught by Diggs. Oh, it got loose. Oh, my God. No way. Touchdown. It's a Minneapolis miracle. One of the most amazing finishes in the history of the National Football League.
Nick Foles, Case Keenum, not necessarily household names, yet stars of that season's mosaic. It was a bizarre QB year. Tennessee's Marcus Mariota threw a TD pass to Marcus Mariota when Tennessee beat KC in the playoffs.
Mariota just threw and caught a touchdown pass.
At least he was supposed to be there. Foles wasn't. He had taken over for Carson Wentz, who was on his way to an MVP year when he tore his ACL late in the season.
Well, nobody wants to see this. Carson Wentz is going off to get looked at in the locker room.
Deshaun Watson was dazzling as a rookie in Houston, also fell to an ACL injury. Aaron Rodgers had his collarbone broken. Eli Manning was benched after starting 210 consecutive games.
Smith got sacked from behind. Khalil took the ball away.
But it wasn't all misfortune. The Chiefs trot out some kid named Patrick Mahomes in Week 17 just to give him a taste. The Browns lined up Myles Garrett for the first time ever. Here's how his very first snap went.
And it's Myles Garrett. How about that?
Not a bad first play.
All sorts of what the football moments that year. Jesse James beats the Pats in late dramatic fashion until he didn't, I guess.
During the play, the receiver in the end zone did not survive the ground.
OBJ was, coming up with new ways to celebrate. AB was chucking Gatorade coolers.
This is a first-class temper tantrum.
Marcus Peters chucking flags into the stands and then returning without socks? What? Marshawn Lattimore and Mike Evans got their rivalry going. Evans' QB, Jameis Winston, was eating his own fingers.
How many of you want to eat a donkey tonight?
The Bills made the playoffs when Andy Dalton hit Tyler Boyd for a late touchdown in a game Buffalo wasn't playing in.
At the 15-10-5 touchdown, Cincinnati.
And the Cleveland Browns, well, they put up a perfect season. Perfectly bad as they lost all 16 games they played in.
4th down and 2 at the 27. He dropped the ball. Wow.
That set them up with the #1 pick in the 2018 draft at least, and he sparked something.
Snap goes to Duke Johnson. Then they flip it around. Then they throw it, and Mayfield caught it.
Baker Mayfield won 6 games and threw for a nice 27 TDs.
I woke up feeling dangerous. Ah!
Despite that, Browns fans were left wondering, was he the right guy? Let's talk about the franchise-altering offensive stars selected in the first round of that draft. Taken second, Saquon Barkley, Offensive Rookie of the Year with 1,300 rush yards.
Be great, 2-6. This rookie can do everything.
7th, Buffalo Nabs Josh Allen. Last pick in the first round, some dude named Lamar. Jackson led quarterbacks in rushing while only starting 7 games. Just an appetizer in his case.
He'll run the option to the right. Breaks a tackle. He's to the 5. Lunges for the pylon.
He was part of a 2018 offensive explosion like no other. 1,371 touchdowns, most in NFL history. 11,952 points, second most at the time.
Touchdown! Antonio Brown was wide open. Feed me!
4 different games saw both teams go for 40+. The floodgates were open.
And you folks out in the parking lot who left early, turn the radio off and come on back in.
Derrick Henry's reign as king began in 2018, first 1,000-yard year, complete with an Al Bundy showing that saw him score 4 times, along with 238 yards.
99 yards! The longest run in franchise history!
Want the most points ever scored on a Monday night? Rams-Chiefs game of the year. 54-51, LA took it at the LA Coliseum, their home, while they waited for their new digs to be completed.
Lock the ball, left side. It is caught! Touchdown, LA!
Jared Goff finally looked the part of a #1 pick that season, 32 touchdowns, had prime Todd Gurley scoring 21 total times.
To Gurley, more of the same.
#1 fantasy player right here.
That team was going places. That Patrick Mahomes kid that lost that Monday Night Football track meet, never you mind. He was now in the driver's seat in KC, first year as starter in the bigs, 50 touchdowns, 5,000 plus yards, MVP.
That's how you sling it, boy. That's how you sling that.
Chiefs averaged a league best 35 points per game, with the Cheetah going for 1,400 plus yards and 12 scores.
I assume he's human, but I'm not certain about it. Hey, you just go ahead and keep being special, dog.
But you can argue 2018 was the year of the tight end. His mate, Travis Kelce, set a then record for tight ends with 1,336 yards, topped by George Kittle that same year with 1,377.
Stone Cold Kittle, NFL record. Oh, I love that.
Zach Ertz, meantime, 116 receptions, a new tight end record. Mark Andrews hit the scene in Baltimore that year.
Throwing down the seam, he's got his rookie tight end Andrews. A 68-yard throw and catch.
Despite the flood of scoring, we also had AD rack 20.5 quarterbacks from the DT spot. That's absurd.
Aaron Donald picks up his fourth. Have a day, Aaron Donald.
Watt had 16 sacks, 7 forced fumbles.
J.J. Watt, the hat trick. He's back.
Khalil Mack, that was the season he got sent from Oakland to Chicago, 12.5 sacks, 6 forced fumbles in year 1 in blue.
52 was unstoppable.
With Mack and rookie linebacker Roquan Smith in the fold, Monsters of the Midway were back. 12-4 record, led the NFL in takeaways and points allowed. Their offense, powered by Mitch Trubisky, who made the Pro Bowl with Matt Nagy in his ear. They were playoff bound. Their arch enemy wasn't, though.
And Rodgers unable to get up. Oh my goodness.
Packers went 6-9-1. Super Bowl winning head coach Mike McCarthy fired mid-season. Cincinnati went 6-10. Marvin Lewis fired after 16 years as their head coach. Minnesota fell short in Kirk Cousins' first year in purple. Remember that crazy free agent deal he signed?
You like that?
Dolphins didn't make it, despite pulling off the miracle in Miami. Go ahead and try and find a crazier end to a regular season game.
And it's strike, 30, 20. Gronkowski's got a tackle. Oh, no way! No way! Touchdown! The Dolphins win! Unbelievable!
That loss, one of 5 New England took that year. They seemed very average, relatively speaking, but they were in the playoffs. They took care of the Chargers.
Stop throwing the ball so fast.
Then the up-and-coming Chiefs. Brady beats Mahomes. Pats were once again knocking on the door of yet another Super Bowl title.
And he makes the catch in the end zone. Nice ball!
That resurgent Bears squad felled in the playoffs by the infamous double doink.
It is no good and the Eagles win.
He missed it. Tough one to swallow.
The Rams, meantime, made their way to the final dance with a little help from what to this day is one of the worst late-game gaffes by a ref you'll ever see.
Hit early. Where's the flag? Early hit on Tommy Lee. Sean Payton is all the way down at the 10. Unbelievable no call.
Final act of 2018 looked nothing like the fireworks-laden regular season, considered a defensive masterpiece by Pats fans, a 13-3 win. It also ranks high on the list of boring Super Bowls. New England didn't care, though. Brady and Belichick now needed to switch hands for their latest ring, as they both had 6.
Fourth quarter and it's money time for the greatest guy to ever suit it up. That throw to Gronkowski, folks.
That's one for posterity.
And that brings us to the centennial season. The NFL was turning 100 years old in 2019, and they went all out during the offseason to celebrate, reuniting stars from the past and the present to set the table for the year to come.
And everything else that makes you say,
Oh boy.
The Raiders would play their last in the city of Oakland, heading to Vegas at season's end. Tom Brady played his final game as a Patriot, his final pass in a New England jersey, a pick 6 in their playoff loss to Tennessee.
A pick 6 to end it
who were now the King Henry Show, led the NFL in rushing. Even more impressive, CMC, in just his third year, racked up 1,000+ receiving yards and 1,000+ rush yards, third guy to ever do it.
He good. That boy good.
And then you had Action Jackson, who would set the record for rushing yards by a quarterback in a season with 1,206. Ravens went 14-2. Lamar, unanimous MVP, threw 36 TDs as well. A new bar was set for the dual threaters of the NFL world.
First time since the 2000 season, the Ravens have run off 7 straight wins.
The Cardinals hoped they had a Lamar of their own, drafted Kyler Murray first overall that year, and he won Offensive Rookie of the Year.
That was a terrible ball.
Yeah, right.
Nick Bosa, Defensive Rookie of the Year, beat out Max Crosby, who had 10 sacks out of the gate. 2019 saw the first player ever to make the 30-30 club, Tampa Bay's Jameis Winston, throwing 33 touchdowns against 30 INTs.
Lock up everything we're stealing! Everything!
How about some Antonio Brown controversy? Pittsburgh traded him to the Raiders, gets cut before ever playing, lands in New England, gets cut again. Steelers also found themselves in the middle of a semi-famous brawl. That was the year Myles Garrett hit Mason Rudolph with Rudolph's helmet.
Oh, gosh! It's one of the worst things I've ever seen on a professional sports field.
Andrew Luck put his helmet away for good, shocking everyone with his early retirement.
This is not an easy decision. Honestly, it's the hardest decision of my life.
No one had ever caught 149 passes in a year until Michael Thomas did it in 2019. Saints made it back to the playoffs and were once again sent packing at the hands of a zebra.
We got to review the touchdown.
And it is a push-off, and this could be a booth review. The officials are jogging off the field, it appears, and stuff falling out of the rafters.
They took that loss to Minnesota, one of several teams to turn its fortunes around. Captain Kirk setting himself up to hit the world with his famous catchphrase again after throwing the OT winner.
I got 3 words for you. You like that?
The Bills were dancing again behind Allen. Green Bay went 13-3 in Matt LaFleur's debut as Cheesehead head coach. The 49ers flipped the script from 4-12 to 13-3. Jimmy Garoppolo, preventing Cousins and company from really liking it, pounded Green Bay in the conference championship to make its way back to familiar territory.
Breathe it in, boys. It's a beautiful night for some football.
One of the franchises to enjoy dynasty status during its past, facing the team that was laying the groundwork for the next dynasty to come. Mahomes, Andy Reid, Kelsey, Chris Jones, down 20-10 with 7 minutes left, dug out of their Super Bowl hole to take the first of several Lombardis to come.
Time! Touchdown! Damian Williams runs to immortality!
Mahomes, the Super Bowl MVP, the league, and the 2020 decade officially put on notice.
Wisdom, he's standing before the judge on your behalf. When the enemy comes with accusations, when Satan starts listing your sins, when the case against you looks airtight, Jesus steps in and says, I object. That sin, paid for. That past, covered. That mistake, washed in my blood. He's your wonder.
What's up with y'all? Okay, y'all, I'm gonna put y'all all have to pass a drug test, a same-day drug test under $15. Okay, this is not a new concept. The first time I did this was back in like 2018, 2019, but it works. If somebody's telling you that it don't work, then you didn't do it right, because it most definitely works. Okay, so let's get into it. First thing I need is some Gatorade and some Certo right behind it. I will also need either a B12 vitamin or some vitamin C.
The Super Bowl isn't just a football game. It's a logistical monster. Behind one kickoff is years of planning, billions of dollars, and one of the largest security operations in the country. Entire cities compete for the right to host it. Thousands of workers, volunteers, media members, and law enforcement agencies are involved. Private jets flood airports, hotel rooms disappear, and for 1 week, everything in that city revolves around a single event. So how does the NFL actually pull it off? In this video, we're breaking down how the Super Bowl really works, from host city selection, Super Bowl week logistics, to broadcasting, commercials, halftime shows, and everything that happens once the final whistle blows. Where does the planning for the Super Bowl start? With the selection of a host city. To host the Super Bowl, you first have to place a bid, which normally starts about 4 years out, and the NFL considers a multitude of factors to select a host city. The NFL considers stadium quality and capacity, obviously, but also many other factors like hotel inventory, airport capacity, the climate of the city if the field is in a dome, security on hand, and corporate infrastructure. To get the game, host cities will come up with intricate plans that cost millions of dollars to prepare. This may seem backwards, but it's actually an investment. For example, Las Vegas spent roughly $60 million preparing for the Super Bowl. But the return was massive, with an estimated economic boost hovering around $600 to $700 million, a 10x return. These investments are in a number of different things. Host cities will often renovate stadium locker rooms, improve broadcast capabilities by adding new cabling for cameras, and a host of other things. Cities will tightly map out traffic plans, trying to find the most efficient ways for fans to reach the stadium. Another important consideration is airport availability. There are plenty of commercial flights that will be arriving for the big game, but an even bigger consideration is being able to house all of the private jets. The Super Bowl obviously is just as much a social event as it is a sporting one, with thousands of celebrities, athletes, and business moguls attending every year. Given this, a ton of private jets arrive every single year for the Super Bowl. For Super Bowl 58 in Vegas, approximately 882 private jets flew into the city for the big game. The year before that, in Phoenix, a record 931 private jets.
It's AZ,
insane.
Not AR.
In case you haven't heard, the prediction markets are the new way to take action on sports.
No one gives a fuck.
Download the app, use
Shut the fuck up.
To ensure a smooth, safe event for everyone. That means a group effort and collaboration between the Secret Service, FBI, Department of Homeland Security, state police, and local law enforcement. The exact number is tough to pin down, but it is estimated that the FBI, DHS, and Secret Service contribute anywhere from 500 to 700. State and local law enforcement between 1,200 and 2,000, and roughly another 200 to 400 from the National Guard. All told, well over 3,000 plus security members help secure the Super Bowl. To house everyone visiting, hotels work overtime. In New Orleans, it was estimated that 43,000 hotel rooms were roughly 93% occupied, which is crazy. In Vegas, that number was tenfold. 413,000 hotel rooms were booked between Friday and Sunday, the week of the Super Bowl. Although, this is expected for a city like Las Vegas, where many people probably visited to enjoy everything Vegas has to offer during America's biggest sporting event. Who makes up many of the people attending the Super Bowl? Volunteers, of course. 10,000 plus volunteers help every single year with the Super Bowl. This includes everyone from airport greeters to fan experience staff and traffic coordinators. Concessions are also incredibly important for the Super Bowl experience. People need food to eat while enjoying the game. There are roughly between 2,000 and 3,000 core food and beverage staff working the game, but given this is the Super Bowl, they need a little extra help. To handle this, an additional 1,000 to 2,000 workers are brought in to help serve people food and drink. Most interestingly, the revenue gained from concessions alone is astronomical. It is estimated that anywhere between $6 and $8 million is grossed on concessions alone. That is a lot of food and drinks. Lastly, the most important attendees of the big game are, of course, the coaches and players. This includes the 53-man roster, plus 2 to 4 additional reserves, 20 to 25 coaches, 15 to 20 medical/training staff, and another 25 to 30 operations personnel, totaling 115 to 130 people per team. And believe me when I tell you this, their schedules the week of the Super Bowl are crazy.
I'll take that too.
Super Bowl week is hectic, to say the least. Teams normally arrive Sunday before the Super Bowl to get settled and have a lengthy week of activities ahead of them. On Monday, the festivities begin, most notably opening night. On opening night, individual players and coaches from both teams are at podiums. Thousands of media members gather around them to ask questions and record viral moments, like this interview between Deion Sanders and Marshawn Lynch several years back.
You look good. Shit, you do too.
The event is also commonly open to fans as a ticketed event. The host stadium will often play hype videos for each team, music, and entertain with team mascots. In total, it is about 90 minutes and gets most of the media obligations out of the way early, allowing teams to focus on football later in the week. Tuesday through Friday are much more football focused. Teams hold full practices and media events are limited. While coaches and players will still conduct individual interviews on these days are way more tame than opening night and allow players to focus on what's important. Saturday is when things really tighten up and calm down. The teams normally hold light walkthroughs and media sessions are at a minimum, with only key players and coaches holding brief interviews. Most of the players' time is spent in hotels, reviewing film and mentally prepping for the next day. On Super Bowl Sunday, everything is tightly scheduled and feels like it is timed down to the minute. Players are required to be up and at practice around 7 hours before kickoff. Teams will often hold a few additional meetings for position groups and then head to the stadium 3 to 4 hours before kickoff. For travel to the game, teams obviously have police escorts and NFL security to ensure a safe arrival, and teams have a fixed window of arrival set by the league. Upon entering the stadium, players will get additional treatment needed and then begin warm-ups 90 minutes before kickoff. After warm-ups, players will head back to the locker room for some last-minute speeches by captains and coaches before being introduced for the big game. And then the show really starts. To showcase the spectacle for those not in attendance, a broadcast is needed, of course. There are 4 major broadcast channels that retain rights to host the Super Bowl, rotating every year. They are CBS, Fox, NBC, and ABC. Under the most recent deal signed in 2021, the first 3 channels have the rights to 3 Super Bowls, and ABC has the rights to 2. After that, a new contract will be needed. The commentators for each are as follows: CBS's A-Team of Jim Nantz and Tony Romo, Fox's Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady, NBC's Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth, and ABC/ESPN's Monday Night Football hosts Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. This year, we will get an extra dose of Tirico and Collinsworth, as it's NBC's Super Bowl to host. To make the broadcast happen, the hosts need cameras. and a lot of them. In last year's Super Bowl, Fox used well over 100 cameras, and Sony added an additional 250. 6,000 plus credentialed media members are at the Super Bowl. And while not all of them are operating cameras or microphones, many of them are.
They're going to take a look at that.
They are the unsung heroes of the production. They capture all of the important moments we see throughout the game and everything that fans tune in for, outside of those just watching for the halftime show and commercials. Speaking of which, another major draw to the Super Bowl are the commercials, which for many people are more entertaining than the Super Bowl itself. Throughout the duration of the broadcast, anywhere from 80 to 90 commercials are aired. 50 to 60 companies run these commercials, and while recent estimates aren't available, it was reported that 56 different companies ran commercials in 2022. Last year, Anheuser-Busch had the most run time, with over 3 minutes. That was 30 seconds more than what they had spent in 2024. With the spend in mind, what do Super Bowl commercials cost? Last year, it was between $7 and $8 million for 30 seconds. That doesn't include the cost of shooting the commercial, producing the commercial, and, where applicable, paying the celebrities that are in the commercials. However, considering that there was an average live viewership of 127.7 million people last year, that level of investment somehow seems justified. The other major draw for at-home viewers, and those in attendance, is the halftime show. The first step is selecting a performer, a delicate and well thought out process. The first and most important factor is popularity. The person must resonate with over 100 million viewers. The next consideration is cross-generational recognition. People ages 5 to 90 years old watch the Super Bowl every year. The person performing should be recognized by the large majority. And, of course, if the person is internationally recognized, that is a huge plus as well. After sifting through dozens of options, a performer is selected 3 to 6 months in advance. Then the practicing and budgeting begins. The performance is no different than a regular halftime performance, other than the insane cost and presentation value. It still has tight time constraints, and the show typically runs about 13 minutes. An additional 10 to 20 minutes is needed for teardown, and then we're back to the action. Beyond the timing, the cost, however, is where things get really crazy. The shows can cost anywhere from $10 to $20 million to produce, and we have seen a ton of great performers. This year's performer is Bad Bunny, but icons like Michael Jackson, Prince, Madonna, and recently Taylor Swift, who set the record for most costume changes last year with 7, have at one point graced the stage. The wild thing about selecting a performer is almost no one gets selected twice as a headliner. Only Gloria Estefan, Beyonce, and Justin Timberlake have headlined multiple times. It's an exclusive club, those who are selected twice as a headliner, and a true testament of a performer's popularity. The game and the halftime show are obviously the major draws of the Super Bowl for those in attendance, but the Super Bowl is a one-of-a-kind experience. And how much does it cost? The cheapest seat last year on resale markets just before the Super Bowl started was anywhere between $2,200 and $2,600. The average resale ticket price last year was $8,076. Tickets for first row in the 50-yard line, upwards of $56,000. Insane prices, but they are nothing in comparison to the suites. The tiers are normally as follows. Upper Bowl run around $2,500, Lower Bowl can run between $4,000 to $10,000. Club level tickets are between $8,000 to $15,000 and offer super unique experiences. 50-yard line and sideline tickets range between $5,000 and $20,000, and the Super Bowl suites are crazy. Super Bowl suites last year ranged between $750,000 and $2.5 million. That is one expensive game. Of course, there are a lot of perks that come with it. At least we'd hope so, for the price. The suites include anywhere from 15 to 50 seats, depending on the size. They also come with buffets of gourmet food prepared by expert chefs, multiple flat-screen TVs, service staff, a full-service cocktail bar, and VIP parking/shuttle services. Many packages offer meet and greets with players, field access before the game, and exclusive parties only for suite holders. Is that worth the price of admission? Speaking of money, gambling during the Super Bowl is huge. Last year, it was estimated that $1.39 billion was gambled on the Super Bowl, according to the American Gaming Association. Other estimates indicate that overall gambling was a lot larger, totaling over $6 billion. Who placed the largest bet, and how much did they place? Mattress Mac, who you may have heard of, still holds the record for the largest bet when he waged $5 million on the Cincinnati Bengals to win Super Bowl 56, breaking the previous record of $4.9 million set in 2002. That bet is still a drop in the bucket compared to the $1.39 billion that was gambled. So what are all these people gambling on? The winner, of course, but more importantly, the prop bets. And believe me, there are a ton of crazy prop bets. Obviously, you can bet on players' yards, touchdown scorers, and others, but the Super Bowl offers a unique menu. The most famous are the over-under for national anthem length, the color of Gatorade poured on the winning coach, and the result of the coin toss. But some sportsbooks get really creative. Props offered on some sportsbooks in the past have included crazy things like whether or not a player will propose after the game, whether or not an octopus, a touchdown and 2-point conversion by the same player will happen, if there will be a power outage, this happened during Super Bowl 47, if there will be a wardrobe malfunction, also happened before, and a host of others. The craziest prop bet that actually hit was whether or not there would be a streaker during the Super Bowl, although this one was removed for hilarious reasons. In 2021, a fan placed a $50,000 bet that there would be a streaker during the Super Bowl at plus 750. So, what did he know? Well, apparently a lot. The fan then attended the Super Bowl and made sure his bet hit in the most hilarious way possible. He was in line for $374,000 payday, but the sportsbooks obviously found out he gamed the system and voided the bet. Wild.
Dumbass.
Once the game is over and a champion has
Send
been
your homie to
crowned,
do it.
the bets have been cashed, the cleanups begin. This may seem like a long drawn out process, but the host city and stadium normally has a ton of help. Within the first couple of hours, most of the trash inside of the stadium is actually removed and thrown away. After all of the fans have left, the deep clean begins. This is completed by stadium staff and special workers hired just for Super Bowl cleanup. Deep cleaning is completed over the next 6 to 12 hours. The workers power wash floors, clean bathrooms, remove field markings, logos, and NFL markings, amongst a litany of other things. By the next morning, almost everything inside the stadium is cleaned up. But the trash and mess left behind outside the stadium is the real problem, and takes much longer. Over the next 2 to 3 days, volunteers help tear down and pick up all of the fan events and trash that are left over from the massive event. All told, it takes roughly 72 hours to clean up after the Super Bowl, which, if you consider the sheer size of the event, is actually quite impressive. From there, audits on spending and reviewing of finances begin. These take quite a bit of time, but they are really the only thing left to do after the cleanup has been finished. So, that's it in a nutshell. The Super Bowl is a crazy event, hosting thousands of celebrities, media members, and fans every single year. It is the singular most popular event in American sports and television, for that matter. To put things in perspective, 19 of the 20 most watched American television broadcasts have been Super Bowls, with MASH, Goodbye, Farewell, and Amen being the only non-Super Bowl broadcasts to have made the list. There is a lot that goes into the Super Bowl, and for good reason. It is quite literally the biggest event in American culture, and probably will be for quite some time.
So look, bro, what up? Happy Hyundai. I hope everybody 100. As usual, go get what you need to get right now to chill with the video. If you don't know what I mean, then you just don't know what I mean. But this video right here looks stupid dope. Jake the Snake. Tomorrow he will be on the podcast, bro. I told y'all we gonna have him up in here. I will have him on there tomorrow. I know y'all want to meet him. Y'all gonna like him too, you know what I'm saying? One more thing before I press play on this video. The GTA server is back. And no, you ain't gotta pay nothing like you do with the rest of these fools' servers. Y'all get to this, look, get to the description, click the link, come in the server, and be like, Ghost, what up? And I'll be like, what up, bro? Slide it, yeah. No busters in Ghost Gang, though. I could weed them out from a mile away. You don't have to leave the server, but everybody can. You know what I'm saying? You can start your own. We still be homies. It's only RP. But at the same, man, get to the server. Link in the description. Discord link right in the. I'm finna press play on this video, bro. I hope y'all have a good time with this one because what the hell? This is something I will never change. I don't care how much y'all say it, bro. It's me trying to find the right crop for the video before I do the video. Sometimes it be saved. But if I do multiple videos, these editors be having multiple like crop frames and it be... Anyway, I found it. Let's play the video. Enjoy this one. Goes game on time.
Step out. Because you get hit a stolen vehicle, turn the vehicle off. What you tripping for, man?
Chaotic body camera video shows what led up to a deadly shooting in a Family Dollar parking lot.
Do bro still got on his seatbelt? Matter of fact, we finna see the video. They always like to show that little clip in the beginning.
Approach a stolen vehicle.
You tripping, man? Bro, get, reverse the car.
Stop. On April 11th, Houston police officer...
I know he was not trying to back up that vehicle, the police car with that little ass Dodge Dart, bro. What is that? A Charlotte? I mean, a Hornet? Did he... Well, I'm talking too much. I'm talking too much. The video ain't even started.
When he noticed a stolen Honda parked at a Family Dollar on the city's south side. Body camera video shows Cummins pull his squad car directly behind the stolen vehicle.
I can understand the Kia boys, you know what I'm saying? These niggas stealing Kias just to joyride them. You ain't getting no money for those, bro. The Kia boys ain't no gangsters. They ain't no nothing. Them are some badass kids that need a whooping. Let's keep it real. Now, this fool on the other hand, you look like you in your 40s, early 50s. What are you doing stealing that weak-ass car? What are you gonna get out of that, bro? Are you joyriding? Fools like that will probably steal a car and then think it's his family car and keep on riding it until he get caught in it and then gonna say he don't know why he was in it. The hell?
Vehicle before getting out and approaching the driver. Cummins tells the suspect, later identified as Jamar Vantrell Thompson, to get out of the vehicle.
Put your hands, don't move. Do not move, do you understand? Do not move, do you understand? Man, what do you want to do? Step out.
When Cummins explains the vehicle was stolen, Thompson says he's tripping.
And let me tell y'all trigger happy cops, bro. Let me show y'all trigger happy cops.
Step out.
Right?
Step out. Because you get hit a stolen vehicle, turn.
Look at that burner right there. Them RMR, them sights right there, that didn't come with that gun. The slide that he got on there, that didn't come with that gun. The light that he got on the bottom of that didn't come with that gun, bro. He customized that whole gun because he loved them. You will see a lot of officers that's on duty. They got the regular police issue. Even though that's a regular police issue, he souped it up. They got the regular police issues with no modifications. It's just like a name tag. It's just like a work uniform. They put it on when they come to work and they take it off when they get off. They don't care